You are now tuned in to Go Time Dolphins with Charlie Touche and Kadeem Simmons, the Miami Dolphins podcast that's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's showtime. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's showtime. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Good morning. If you're in the UK, it's early morning. Excuse me if I sound a bit tired. I had a mini-ish nap, but yes, it is draft morning where we are watching this in the world. Welcome to Go Time Dolphins. Just me, Kadeem Simmons here by myself. If you're having any audio issues, if my connection isn't that well, if I look a bit choppy, any of that kind of stuff, give me a shout. Let me know. I will try and fix it ASAP. Few housekeeping off the top, I guess. Yes, I accidentally scheduled it for 6 p.m. No, so yeah, there was some confusion where it looked like it was going to be 6 p.m. Apologies, guys. Shout out Jason Keck in the chat. Pulled me up on it straight away, which is why I changed it. Shout out to Robert Ashton, also in the UK. I know you are up and awake right now. Shout out to MDC with a little eyes emoji, emoji, and Dolphins emoji, and fire emoji. Shout out to JML, says what's up, fellas. So we have a video choppy and no hat. No, it's too early in the morning for a hat. Let me try and I wouldn't sort this out. I really don't know. I will figure it out. But as long as you can hear me, okay, that's the main thing. If you guys can't hear me, let me know and I'll sort it out. But in terms of the video being choppy, I don't know how to fix that. That is the most annoying thing. We're having internet issues for the past. Let me talk to myself at the moment. Yeah, having internet issues for a while now. No idea what it is. It is very annoying as no matter what I do, I can't seem to fix it. No one else is awake right now. I'm the only one awake in the house. And yet we still have issues. But the draft is kicking off. Chicago aren't on the clock just yet. Even though it's still the start at 1 o'clock or 1 a.m. my time. Oh, yes, bad. That's a really bad connection. I'm watching myself on my phone. Yeah, that's what I'm watching on my phone right now. Oh, come on, internet. What are you doing to me right now? It might be a case in about 5 or 10 minutes I reset the internet. Oh, no, what, guys? I'll put that on. Give me 2 secs. I've gone for the thickest hat possible. Don't ask why. With my Coach K headset. Why are we being so difficult, boys? I can't plug it in. Can I? Oh, yes, I can actually. I'm literally at the point talking to myself. Let me see if this works. If I plug out my plate. If I break everything on my thing right now. Let's see if this works. Anyway, guys, hope everyone is well. If you are watching on YouTube, welcome. If you are listening in the aftermath, well, you should have joined me live on YouTube. And I being Kadeem, should have done this earlier. Oh, my setup is all wrong right now. Should have got a coffee as well. I am button. I love the button. It's just so much fun. But I also have to draft to my right. Anyway, no one's picture, so I still have time to sort this out. I have all the time in the world, which is great. Not so done. So done a test stream beforehand. If you're following us on Patreon, you would have seen a video between myself and Charlie. This is an absolute mess. I apologize for this. I thought this was my first time ever working Right. I've just plugged in. Let me know if that fixes anything. I plugged in my PlayStation Ethernet cable. Doesn't seem to have done anything at the moment, but we shall see. Let's get this camera right. Right. Still got one ball. Still annoying. Wi-Fi settings. You really would have thought it's my first time. I don't know why I've been doing this now because it's been we got connected. Details. No, don't need to do that. Let's see if that does anything. That does anything. Anyway, guys, as long as it's working, that's the main thing right now. Hopefully, it changes soon. And yeah, I hope everyone is well. What do we think happens? Who's they're just people? Yeah, Detroit Lions. No one would care about Detroit Lions right now. Where are people watching the draft outside of me right now? Do you have the official NFL Network stream on? I'm watching it on Bleach Report. I've got my ears. I've got Bleach Report on right now. They tend to get the picks in early, which is why I like to watch on Bleach Report. Bleach Report have Adam Lefko, CJ Stroud, and Michael Parsons on. So interesting to get their opinion on as they come in. Let me know what you think of the new background and solo layout. Trying it for the first time today. So if you like it, great. If not, apologies. Robert Ashton says the zone for the freebie. Rightfully so. That's great. That is excellent. Robert Ashton said audio was fine. Just heard Hannah yawn. Heard Hannah snore. Really bad snorer. And J Mar says all good cats happy we're here. And you know what? I really am happy to be here as well. Not gonna lie, I did think I should just go to bed. I'm tired, but I know what I'm like. I'm gonna be awake watching it. So I thought, why not join you guys? If you haven't already, drop a like on the video, share it. Let's get as many people here as possible. Keep me company throughout the night, and then also subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Still time to enter our draft hack giveaway. All you have to do is type draft in the. I don't know how I'm waiting for the next 5 hours, but I'm gonna do it. Roger Goodell, why? Oh yeah, Jared Goff is the quarterback of the Giants. That's interesting, but that's also my fault because I plugged out. Okay, that's not an issue. That is fine. Talking to myself right now. I turned my PlayStation to see what the connection is like. Completely forgetting I just plugged out the. Yes, my fault. That is totally my fault. I don't care enough, so we can touch the PlayStation. Anyway, do you know what? I did have a nap. I think around 11ish. I had a quick nap. It was a very quick nap, on and off for like 2 hours. Didn't help. Did not help. It kind of, if anything, made me more tired. What I should have done is made a coffee. So do not be surprised. It may be some people in London are streaming the draft that's probably down your provider, bro. Honestly, I don't know. Something happened over the last week or so where me recording, I get a really bad connection and it's starting to really do my nutting because, as I said, I can't fix it, and because I can't fix it, it means that. Right. Also, where's my phone gone? This is an absolute mess. Someone call my phone. don't call my phone. Like, it's not going to go nowhere. Chicago Bears are on the clock still. I can't find my phone, so I'm going to keep this here. Found it. But I'm telling you now, guys, this is an all-time worst stream. But I'm glad you are with me for this all-time worst stream. So, again, how are we looking on YouTube, fellas? The video's still choppy. I'm not going to start the stream again. There's no, we're just going to keep up. Also, if you have YouTube ads turned off, that would be greatly appreciated, because as you can see, when you go to watch Go Time Dolphins, you now get ads. And yeah, YouTube ad money is great because it allows us to get better, to bring in more people to the... Nope. This ain't going to work. I'm going to go and get a coffee. Yeah, it's still choppy. This is bad. This is bad. If you see me disappear because I've gone to get a coffee to myself up, why are you being like this? I'm definitely connected. What in the name? Also, why haven't the Bears picked yet? I never understand why teams do this. Your first overall, you know exactly who is on the board. You know exactly who you're taking. Just take the pick. It doesn't need to be this deep. You know, Caleb Williams, you're sitting here, double scoop of coffee. If your missus is still awake, fair play to your missus. Hannah Montana, nah, she went straight to bed. Why is my internet so bad? What am I doing to keep my internet connection? Yes, I know you're connected, but you're connected. This is the most annoying thing in the entire world. Nah, I'm not gonna go in case you guys don't come back. Mr. Charlie Touche has messaged me. What is Charlie Touche saying? He needs a link. So Charlie might be out. Invite, copy. Yeah, Charlie said he might try and join at some point. Maybe around when the Dolphins are picking, we shall see. But having Charlie here, we're definitely having to go get coffee because I'm not going to last 5 hours without one. Which is weird because coffee doesn't actually get me up. But we're going to be some email here. And yeah, guys, let me know in the comments what you think the Dolphins are going to do at pick 21. They're going to trade up. They're going to trade back. They're going to just sit there and pick. And if they do sit there and pick, who are they going to take? Definitely. If Charlie does join, I'm going to use that time to reset a bunch of stuff and hopefully get this going. JMR says Black Espresso and an order of Jamaican hot wings that can be delivered by pick 21, no problem. I've kind of eaten already. Haven't been in an eating mood today. But I've had something to eat very quickly. I don't understand why the Bears haven't picked yet. You're waiting 10 minutes. That should be sent. So JL says you feel key about an offensive lineman. I think it could be offensive lineman. I can't see an offensive lineman, to be honest. Well, of course you can. They might go to defensive lineman. If the right wide receiver is there, then wide receiver. I just don't. To me, it's offensive line. To me, it should be offensive line. That would be my ideal pick. If you can get an interior guy, even better. I think our interior is looking weak-ish. But, yeah, I would definitely go interior offensive line. The pick is in. Let's have a look.
Are we sure they weren't calling the Panthers to thank them and then calling Caleb? Are you sure about that?
They're just still dropping banter. I don't have time for banter right now. When the pick is in for the Dolphins, I will play that. But yeah, I never understand why a team needs to take 10 minutes for the first pick. We know it's going to be Caleb Williams. You're not taking trade offers, but no one's going to trade you the house for Caleb Williams. So just dial it in. You don't take it the whole time. But is going to shock us all and drop CB. I don't think that'll be a shock. I honestly don't think a cornerback will be a shock, especially if it's Cooper DeJean. So yeah, Caleb Williams has been picked. Not surprised. It's going to be an issue. The interesting thing going to be just how good is Caleb Williams. I guess we will know in a few years. Don't think it's fair to call him a bust after 1 year if it doesn't work out this year because, yeah, it's a rookie. What you expected from a rookie. But shout out to Caleb Williams, first overall pick in the 2024 NFL draft. We all knew it could happen. I'm still I love the big uglies in the trenches, man. The battle is won in the trenches. It is. I agree 100%. The battle is also won with my internet connection, and I need to know why it is doing this. Yes, I know. Why is my internet connection so bad? I can't move closer to the router. The router's over there. Oh, you're kidding me. I can't be sick. Like I said, when Charlie joins, I'm gonna back out for a few minutes, see if I can reset and kind of go from there. Might switch to where I watch it from, I guess. But no, Caleb Williams is interesting. Definitely not surprised. I just don't understand why it needs to take 10 minutes. Caleb Williams is walking to go meet. At least at the weekend. Tell me he doesn't look like at the weekend. But yeah. Now 20 picks, which is basically if they take 10 minutes. Oh, I'm talking about the maths. If they take 10 minutes per pick, that's 200 minutes. Well, I know that. How many hours is that? Just under 3 hours. 60, 180, 120. 3 hours. Oh my days, 3 hours. We have 3 hours and 20 minutes until the Dolphins pick, roughly. So no, fair play. Shout out Caleb Williams. What a night. Also shout out to yeah, he does. He looks like the weekend. Also, I'm so glad you guys can hear me because if you couldn't, then I would just go to bed, watch this in bed, and wake up around the time the Dolphins pick. Let's see if I can close some stuff down on my end. Remove from dock. That's not going to do anything. Oh well. So, what happened at pick number 2? Washington Commanders. Just going to be Drake May, everyone believes. That's the interesting thing. It's going to be Drake May. Also, going to play a very quick video. Here is our reaction to when we drafted Von Achan last year. Dolphins are on the clock.
Okay. 23 NFL draft. The Miami Dolphins select Devon Achane.
Did the Dolphins go 2 for 2?
Yo!
Devon Achan of Touche's 24 drafted in the 3rd round last year. We'll also be getting up Touche's 24 this year to see who is the first player taken of Touche's 24, and also is the Dolphins pick anyone up. JMR says 2.8. Is that hours? 2.8 hours, I'm not too sure. Robert Ashton said, you may already know this, but if you're going to reset the router, make sure you unplug it from the socket to drain residual power. I did not know that. And now I really want to try that. But like I said, I need to wait until Charlie arrives at the very least. I can't leave you guys sitting here waiting. I can't let the stream drop and then try and get it back up and all that kind of nonsense. So no, I will keep on powering through. Like I said, if you guys can hear me, that is the main thing. No one to see this ugly face here at 20 past 1 in the morning. We will be here Friday or right now, and again or around 2 to 4 Saturday. Saturday, I do have a wedding to go to. So will not be around for that. We will see if say Shaq. And Rob Ashton did call me. Thank you for that. Thanks for calling me. Again, my phone's on silent, which is why I said don't phone me because, yeah. JMR says, also always give it 30 seconds for the static electricity to break away on the board. Yeah, this is stuff that I needed. That again, why not should have done this beforehand? When I recorded again, so myself and Charlie recorded a Patreon episode, last minute locks in terms of bets. So we done that. And I should have tried sort that out. But the commander's on the clock right now. I assume it's going to be Drake May. I can't imagine it's not being Drake May. No, or Jaden Daniels. Is this where Jaden Daniels come on board? Not that it matters, but the commander's going to be a very interesting pick. It's then going to get interesting to see what the Patriots do at number 3. Whether the Patriots move back, or whether they stay put, or whether I go get a coffee. I have no videos that are longer than 30 seconds. It can take me longer than 30 seconds to go get a, what do you call it? To go get a coffee. And I can't wake up Hannah Montana either. That's annoying. But here we are. We are live. To do the intro, I'm not going to do the intro. It's just me by myself. You guys know it's Go Time Dolphins here. Yeah, pick number 3 is an interesting one as well. The pick is in. I can't lie. Bleach Report, I let me down this year. I normally watch Bleach Report because they get the picks early. If they're not going to get the picks early, I don't see the point in watching this. Like, also, I spoke to 5 Yard League. Let me know what you think of this. Washington have picks 2, 36, 40, 67. Can you see the Dolphins trading back from 21 to pick 36 and getting the second round pickers in? Yeah, understandable. Also, let me know if you want me to take the picks early. So I've just found out who the pick is at pick number 2. But if you don't want to know, let me know. I won't spoil it for you guys. I don't think that's fair. We have to do a poll, actually. I can do a poll. Bear with me when I get this poll in. No one cares about 4 hours of WG biggest matches. Like, that is not. Also, shout out to everyone who's gone live right now as well. Not just Go Time Dolphins. Shout out to Douglas Duvong. He's live at the moment. Shout out to the Dolphins Talk crew. They are live. Shout out to the Finn Tailgate crew. They are live. And thank you guys for being with me right now and not those. Not to, talk down on anyone, but I genuinely do greatly appreciate the fact that you guys are here with me, keeping me company. Right. Let's get our video up so I can do a poll. The fact that no one has said anything right now, I'm going to assume you guys don't want to know the pick before it comes in. I definitely will not do it with the Miami Dolphins. I do not think that is fair to you guys. But pick number 3, like he said, is where it gets interesting. If I had the Patriots, I would not trade back. So I would trade back. I don't think I would take a quarterback in this situation. I think they have way too many holes. The team is not that good. So I would trade back. I would pick up some extra picks. I will build a roster, and with those extra picks, hopefully a first next year, I will move up next year to get the quarterback that I want. But I don't think you should put a quarterback in this team right now. It ain't going to be fair on that guy to come in and try and turn this team around. Nah, not at all. Not at all. Heyo, I have a partner. Let's move some things around. And let's see. Is Charlie going to join me right now? I'm pretty sure you can hear me. Charlie, do you want me to, am I adding you, Charlie? Give me if I'm adding you, give me yeah, I'm adding you. Oh, you know what? I said I can't even hear you. Give me 2
What
seconds.
up? What up?
I have my headphones plugged into something else right now. It's a bit of a mess.
Did Kadeem say he
Take
can't
it,
hear
everyone
me?
else can hear Charlie. It's just that I can't hear Charlie right now. So, how's it going, Charlie?
Hey, I'm at work, man. I had to get it in. I got like 5 minutes, so I had to show up for y'all boys, man.
Can you do me a massive favor then? I'm gonna go reset.
Hold on. Is the favor doing the intro?
You can do the intro, but also I'm gonna reset my router because my internet connection is awful. So I'm gonna reset it. So I need you to hold down the fort while I'm not here.
I set me up with the screen, so I'm not like in the two screens because I'm on my phone right now.
Yeah, of course.
This guy. Don't give me the. Oh, there we go. We in the building. Hey, it's Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond but across the world. I'm your boy Charlie Touche. I got my co-host Kadeem Simmons with me. It's always for the fans and by the fans. Your favorite podcast, and I'm at work right now. That's why I missed the episode. Y'all see the black on black Dolphins cap, dad cap. Listen, man, this is the first draft that I'm going to miss. Like watching the draft in maybe 15 years. No word to lie. I haven't counted, but I'm going to look back at the drafts next time we come on air. I'll figure out how many years it's been since I actually missed a draft. Kind of sour about it, but the Bills got to get paid. Pretty ambitious out here. I got goals and I got to attain them. So Caleb went 1. I think Jaden Daniels went 2. Not a fan of Jaden Daniels. I think he's going to bust. I think Caleb Williams is going to ask for the stars and the moon and the sun and to be the general manager and the owner of an NFL team by the time his first contract is up. But let's talk about the Dolphins. We pick at 21. Do we stay there? Do we move back? Do we take O-line? Do we take D-line? I think the trenches got to be addressed. And I do think we go O-line. I think there's going to be enough O-line there for the Dolphins to be happy to take a tackle. Not only are we going to take a tackle at 21, we're going to take a 12-year starter at 21. He might start at guard this year, but we're going to kick him out the tackle when Teron Armstead moves on, and he'll be a 12-year starter. Whoever that tackle is, I believe it. But yeah, man, I told Kadeem I only got 5 minutes, and he made me stay here by myself for the 5 minutes. That's wild. Hey, listen, we put up some Patreon content. A couple of hours ago, last minute locks. It was the pick of the week. We did a pick of the week yesterday, maybe, and we doubled down and did a last minute lock. If you were able to catch us on Patreon and catch those last minute locks on everything I love, I will bet my house that those picks hit. The pick of the week will hit. I'm not gonna spoil what the pick of the week was. Hit us up on Patreon. Y'all can get all kind of exclusive content. That's for our patrons that rock with us on Patreon. Y'all know what the pick of the week is. But listen, I would bet everything I own that pick hits. No doubt about it. But yeah, then you have some really good other stuff in there on the last minute locks, like plus 15,000 odds for Michael Penix to go top 10. You have plus 7,500 for Michael Penix to go 9, I think, or 10. And then you had plus 500 for Penix to go to Minnesota, and plus 100 to go for Penix to go to the Raiders. You also had Sherrod Steve. Shout out to Sherrod Steve. Had Bo Nix plus 280 to go first round, and today it was changed to minus 130. So we might see 6 quarterbacks go in the first round. That was a dope find for Sherrod Steve. I would have got on that too if I had I known about it in time. But yeah, man, it's wild, man. Where Kadeem at, bro? Kadeem only got 5 minutes. I gotta go to work. This man unplugged the router, went and got a cup of coffee, working on his lineage with Hannah Montana now that they're married. Look at this, bro. I got this is wild out here in these streets. It's crazy. Got my phone. Can't watch the draft. I was hoping to go back and forth, but since I'm holding down the fort, let's talk about Touche's 24. Who do I think will go first round from Touche's 24? If I had to guess, by design, I try not to pick first round picks for Touche's 24. I try to get under the radar players for Touche's 24, and typically, they don't really make it to the first round. But I'm gonna say Keon Coleman. He made the graphic. Shout out to Lon Ray for coming through with this graphic, dope graphic. I wish Kadeem was here so he could share the graphic. But hopefully when he comes back, he can share the graphic. And he'll also I have Kadeem share GTD affiliate Charlie Wilson's big board, so everyone could follow along Touche's 24 for the draft, as well as Charlie Wilson's big board for the draft, and you guys aren't just shooting in the dark. But outside of Keon Coleman, potential first round pick, who else we got on here that I think could be a first round pick off of Touche's 24? No running backs going first round this year. Y'all heard that here too. If there was a prop bet out there for that, no running backs going first round. Zach Frazier, maybe he might sneak into the first round. I doubt it, but it's possible that he does. And Kingsley Suamaitai, he's a Oos. What up, Oos? Maybe I doubt Suamaitai sneaks into the first round too, but he's a dope find if for whatever team that gets Suamaitai. Sorry if I pronounce your last name wrong. If you've seen Tua Ningamano Olipolo Tunga Valoa, he has a commercial out with his brother right now talking about his namesake and how important in the Samoan culture their last names are to them. So if I mess up your last name, Kingsley, my bad. I didn't mean it. But if you become a Dolphin, then maybe you can come on GTD and tell us how you did it or how you pronounce it. You feel me? But yeah, what up, Kadeem, bro? Time running out, champ. Gotta get up out of here. Let's see. Change the camera. Let's see if I could hit Kadeem. See what we got. Anyway, let's see what the comments talking about. Hey, what up, Robert? Pats drafted a quarterback. If you can't hear, Mr. Touche, Drake May goes to New England. We're gonna have to put up with Drake May for the next 3 years because I don't think he's gonna be here that long either. I don't believe in Drake May. Everybody want to compare to Josh Allen, but hey, Kadeem, man, I gotta go, bro. Well, how you gonna make me hold down the fort and be like, yo, I'm not coming back? What's up? I don't got Kadeem. Or do you not have me? One or the two. Anyway, I said I don't believe in Drake May. I don't believe in Drake May. Yeah, I'm not worried about Drake May if I'm being honest with you. Kadeem, you there? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, I gotta get up out of here, bro. Gotta shake. Hey, I told the stream that you'll share Touche's 24, the graphic, throughout the draft from time to time, as well as Charlie Wilson's big board.
Will do. I definitely will do that. I'll come back and I missed 2 picks. So I've missed pick 3 and pick 4. That's my fault.
Who was 4?
Marvin.
Yo. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. My bad. Hey, I couldn't hear you. I think you said Marvin Harrison Jr., but I gotta go, y'all. Y'all hold it down, man. Appreciate y'all.
Right, so now it's just me with still a bad internet connection. So, oh my days, this is jarring. Guys, let me know how I am doing. It looks like my internet connection might somehow got even worse, which is the worst thing in the whole entire world. But we shall have to deal with that as we go, I guess. So Pat drafted a quarterback. What quarterback? Drake May. Okay, so Pat drafted Drake May, and he bet him a 4. Thank you so much for that. That's great. Hopefully it lasts. But yes, the Pat drafted a quarterback, and the Cardinals drafted Marvin Harrison Jr. So there's been no trades so far, which I guess is a good thing. Would say it's a good thing. Shout out to Marvin Harrison Jr. I don't think the Cardinals could have passed him up, to be honest. Just a matter of, best player on the board, wide receiver. You got Kyler Murray, a weapon, and yeah, you've done a great job. So now let's see how we're looking in terms of numbers. Yeah, Twitter is moving mental. Shout out to everyone who's streaming right now. You guys are doing your thing. The numbers are insane. But yeah, we are moving ourselves. Again, if you haven't already, drop a like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Drop a like. Yeah. Drop a like. Yeah, it's amazing. I have a coffee. I need to plug in I need to hear what the streamers say. That's what I need to do. So let me quickly try and. Why am I saying pause for? Who's being childish? Sounds like it is Michael Parsons being childish. There we go. Right. Pick number 5, the Chargers. Let's see what the Chargers do. I reckon this pick is going to be. What are Chargers going to do? Why not go wide receiver? Give Justin Herbert a weapon because you haven't given him many weapons. Let's be honest. Yeah, I would give him a weapon. That's the best thing I would do. But I'm not me. So J-Mel says nice connection, but then says poop. What's poop? The connection or the draft pick? Let me know. As we try and work out what the Chargers are gonna do. No, that's the connection. I can see it myself now. That is a crisp connection. Turns out all I have to do was reset my router. I should have done that days ago. But we've done it now. That's not the issue. And I guess we will go from here. If you're watching on YouTube, come join us over on. If you're watching on Twitter, come join us over on YouTube. Join the chat. Like I said, type in draft to enter the draft hat giveaway if you haven't already. And if you are on Patreon, you are already part of the giveaway. So the Chargers, according to my stream, which is a bit behind, have 4 minutes left to pick. Again, let's see what they do, and that is definitely You guys, let me catch up to that. Right. Thank you, J. Thank you, JMR. Connection is all good. I've got my coffee, my Dolphins mug. On the thing is Jerome Baker, another kill should have Kadeem curse. But to be fair, he got his contract, so I can't complain too much. Yeah, got myself a coffee. 1 sugar, that's all I need. Although I should be getting off the sugar. I'm trying to lose some weight, which is pointless to do after you get married. But people are saying maybe Malik Neighbours. Yeah. I'd probably go. Yeah, you're right. It's a big decision for Jim Harbaugh. Robert, they definitely need to work out what to do. So I would go wide receiver. Probably go Malik Neighbours. I don't think it's too early to go Brock Bowers, but he's a weapon. He's a great weapon. Probably the best weapon in the class. Let's be honest. Now Alvin Havson Jr. is off the board, but let's see what they do. And again, if you're a Dolphins fan, you want this to be wide receiver. You don't want the tackles to start going just yet. Joe also going to be off the board by, let's be honest, by the time the Titans pick. But you want there to be as many wide receivers, quarterbacks, maybe even edge rushers. If you want the Dolphins to go offensive line, you need the offensive lineman to be on the board around 15, 16, 17. So the Dolphins can either move up to get someone or, just essentially stay put. Yeah. The Chargers have on my screen 1 minute 40 seconds to make a pick. Again, you know who you're picking, just pick in. This is why the first round takes 4 hours, because people take this long. They don't need to, but I guess also for the ads, for the this could easily be an hour. You give teams 1-2 minutes, like they don't need 10 minutes. They really don't. Trades, any trade that happens, the chances are it was done weeks ago. It's a case of where I'm the Dolphins, I want to move up. I'm calling Seattle at 16. Hey, if a certain person's on the board, can we move up to 16 and give you X, Y, and Z? Seattle will say, yes, cool, fair enough. So at 16 or at 15, the guy's on the board, let's get it done now. It doesn't need to be a half an hour situation, but the pick is in. Interesting pick. Very interesting pick. Let me know when you guys get it and I can start talking about it. Or I'll go when what do you call it? I will go when it's on my tablet. I think that's a fair trade. I can't imagine you guys are too far behind that. So we shall see how it goes. But no, interesting situation. I'll be honest, as a Dolphins fan, it's not what I want to see, which kind of probably gives away what the pick is. But it's happened. Nothing the Dolphins can do about it now. Hopefully it doesn't start a run, but again, we shall see. And yeah, again, so this is why I do watch ESPN. They're not as early as they normally are, but on my tablet, I'm watching the network stream, and they haven't announced a pick yet. So I've known the pick for at least a minute. I'm over here. Roger Goodell's walking out now. So yeah, like I said, I won't announce the Dolphins pick. I will wait until that happens on stream. Also, my name looks wrong. I know that's how you spell my name, but my name looks wrong. Again, thank you guys for joining me in the stream. Smash the like, share this. Let's see if we can get 100 people. Let's see if we can get 10 likes, 100 people. That's the first goal. 10 likes, 100 people on the stream. Let's get it. And yeah, Joe Alt, that is the pick with the Chargers. If I just bought it for you, I apologize. What I can do, we are 2 likes away from our first goal. Shout out to Robert Ashton with the GIF in the Dolphins UK chat. Let me just sprinkle the stream in there. Should have got a jug of coffee. That's what I should have done. Probably some water as well. But we are 5 picks in. The New York Giants are on the board. Do you know what? I think if I was being selected, I'd probably want to be with my family and not these guys that I don't actually know. It's great to be on the it's great to be on the stage with Goodell. That's a brilliant moment. But Goodell's going to forget about you in minutes. Let me be at home, surrounded by my family, the people that can be there with me day in, day out. I want to have that moment with my parents, my wife, Hannah Montana, my son. So yeah, Giants on the board. This could be quarterback. This definitely could be quarterback. It also could be someone messaging me, Robert Ashton. Well, but when did that happen? Is that new? As in newish. I feel like when I saw you, that wasn't a thing. So if it was a thing, apologies if I missed it. If it wasn't a thing, when did that happen? I don't want to no, I can message you. I'm talking to you like I can't just message you. Yeah, let me respond in case you aren't in the chat at the moment. Also, nice mug. You are looking at a legend. Sorry to just put your mug on the internet like that. It's funny as I'm watching Twitter, like NFL live, Pat McAfee live, Purple People podcast live. Oh, okay, cool. So this isn't good podcast. I apologize. Okay, the cup size. That's fair enough. No, I do have a big Batman mug. That might be something I do get a bit later. So the Giants pick is in. My days, is the network going to be first before ESPN? That never happens. Interesting. So the New York Giants, I want them to go wide receiver. They're probably going to go offensive lineman. Let's be honest. Again, they could go quarterback. It could be a quarterback. The pick is in. Okay, cool. I don't hate that. Again, the Giants are an option. So spoiler, they haven't gone quarterback. If they can move back up, if you're the Dolphins and the Giants want to move up and give you a whole bunch of picks for a quarterback, would you do it? Be interesting. But yeah. Do you know what? I'm really happy that the internet is a lot better. Apologies for the beginning. For those who stuck around, I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. I can imagine a lot of people are probably watching on the network. I don't blame them. Last year, myself and Charlie, we had an excellent watch along. Jumped into a few different streams as well. I think we jumped onto the Finn's tailgate, I think it was, and it also, I think it was Finn's tailgate. And that's when Charlie had his one-on-one with with what's his face? Not Finn's Tailgate. TD Finn's Talk. So yeah, Malik Neighbours wide receiver goes to LSU. See, what I'm gonna do right now, play Madden, but do I get Madden next year? I think I should. I might get Madden next year, but we are. So the Titans are on the board. This is where I thought Joe Alt was gonna go. Clearly, he gonna be interesting. This is where I thought Joe Alt was gonna be. They're still probably gonna go tackle. But again, this is what we don't want. As Dolphin fans, we don't want the tackles to start going now. The wide receivers, the quarterbacks, someone take a corner, someone take edge rusher, a defensive tackle. Also, yeah, okay, so let me bring up where is the big board? Big board me. There we go. For those who don't know, this is Charlie Wilson's big board. Let's have a look. No, that's not an issue. So Caleb Williams off the board, Drake May off the board, Jalen Daniels off the board, Marvin Harrison Jr. off the board, Malik Neighbours. So the players that have gone are literally in that order: Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jalen Daniels, Marvin Harrison Jr., Malik Neighbours. The only thing is he doesn't have Joe Alt as his first tackle. Has he had him down as tackle number 3, but his first tackle off the board. But shout out to Charlie Wilson. I believe Charlie Wilson is live streaming over at the live streaming. He's doing a live blog over at the Mirror. So yeah, hold tight. Fun times. A lot of people watching on Twitter. Again, thank you so much for that. Greatly appreciate it. Hopefully, we can get more people onto the YouTube. But again, I would have done this by myself, to be fair. If it was just me talking to myself, I would have done it. Again, if you haven't already subscribed, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button. It's greatly appreciated. As we near, I guess the next goal is 2.2k. Yeah, 2.2k is the next goal. 3k will be the goal for the maybe end of the year, but probably think start the season. So the Titans are on the board. Joe Alt probably would have been a pick. He's not there no more. Let's see who goes next. Actually, yeah, let's bring up the big board. Who are we looking at? Is this where Troy Fatani goes? And this is the I've seen mocks where like Troy Fatani goes to the Dolphins at 21. I do not think he lasts that long. I really don't think he does. It would be amazing if he does, but I don't think he does. Titans, do they get themselves a new weapon for Will Levis? Is he even the answer? Do they go Brock Bowers? Interesting. Where and also there'll be no trades yet. Is this where someone trades up? The pick is in. Interesting pick for the Titans. Shout out to Ricky Watson. That kind of gives it away. Ricky Watson, not a fan of this player, despite the fact. No, I don't want to give too much away. But what I will say, this is a player who Charlie Wilson has a first round grade on. So no one's reached just yet. Yeah. No, shout out to the Titans. Again, as a Dolphins fan, not the best for us. But it is what it is. Let's start seeing some wide receivers go. Wide receivers. No, what? I don't mind Dolphins taking edge rusher at 21. I don't hate that. As long as this is the whole. This is the interesting thing. It's you want your team to be picking back end of the first round because it means they've had a successful season, they made the playoffs, but you also want them to pick early because like you want to get to it. The fact that we are 13 picks away, which is at least 130 minutes, it's going to be a while. As I sip for my coffee cup. So, Bleacher Report have given the pick an A minus. NFL Network hasn't given the picking just yet. So, again, I won't announce the pick if you guys don't want me to. I don't think that's fair. If you guys don't care, let me know. I'm just gonna stay silent until I hear otherwise. Yeah. Shout out to the new Tennessee Titan. And again, I keep saying this. This is why I watch ESPN. I feel like especially in the later rounds, sometimes they're like 2 to 3 picks ahead. Like they could be on pick. My coffee cup is too small. This is a average sized coffee cup. It's a normal size. How big should a coffee cup be? If you do, like again, I have small fingers, so I can't get all 4 fingers into the handle. But shout out to Jerome Baker. Need to get Go Time Dolphins mugs. That's what we need to do. We need to sort out our merch. We'll try about that tomorrow. The Falcons are on the board for me. Oh, they got carpets on. Interesting. They got carpets. Yeah, GTD merch definitely. Robert, so you're watching on the Zone. Have they announced a pick yet? Because I'm like, I know who pick 7 is. I don't understand what's taking so long. Like, to be fair, they're probably doing the nameplate on the jersey, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I definitely do want to play some Madden. Carpet's been in the league for 2 years. As we passed the hour mark on the stream. Yeah, the Zone is on an ad break. Like, I'm not gonna announce the pick, but like this is crazy. What was I gonna say? Yeah, guys, let's get that 10 like mark on the video. Let's smash those likes. If you're on Twitter, comment as well. I can bring it up. We can, let's get people involved. What do we want the Dolphins to do at pick 21? That people say offensive line. Does anyone think offensive line is the wrong option? And if so, let me know. I know Jason Keck was here earlier. I know Jason Keck is like offensive line. But to anyone who's like, nah, let's go defensive tackle, let's go edge rusher, let's go corner. Does anyone want to see the Dolphins go corner or safety? I can't imagine that's the case, but also this hat wasn't the one. It's too much black. Black headphones, black hat, black beard, black this. I might tuck on a baseball hat in a sec, but we shall see. And there we go. I'm gonna say the pick because I've got it on my tablet as I'm watching. Tackle JC Latham has gone to the Titans. Ricky Watson, massive Alabama fan, Dolphins fan, believe this is probably the worst offensive line that Alabama has picked in quite a while, or had it for quite a while. He is not a fan of JC Latham. At the very least, we won't be seeing JC Latham in Miami, so I guess that's a good thing. But yes, pick 7 just announced now. Generally, like that was on that pick good 5 minutes ago. A good solid 5 minutes ago. I've got an itchy beard as well. Carpets can't talk. Instead of a fresh breath of air, a breath of fresh air to a fresh breath of air is what it is. So JC Latham, right tackle, go to Tennessee Titans. We move pick 8 Falcons. This will not be Brock Bowers. Is Brock Bowers really going to be a New York Jet? So Robert Ashton asks, when do the Dolphins start to sweat and try and trade up? Honestly, the sweating could start now. The issue with the Dolphins is that they don't have the draft capital this year to move up too high in the draft. So they can't really go from pick 21 to pick 8 unless you're giving up a pick, like a first round pick next year, let's be honest. But I would say pick so Falcons have picked that is interesting. That is why have the Falcons done that? If you're on Patreon, you would have just won money. I don't know how much money you would have won, but if you're on Patreon and you put money down on the last minute lock, you would have won money. So that's one thing I will say. Trade down then up. Yeah, the Dolphins could trade down, get like an extra second or third. But then again, so much depends on like you're on pick 8/9. You're not a team isn't gonna really move up to pick 21 because they don't know what's on the board. Especially with the pick that's just happened. For the Dolphins, it's a great pick in terms of players falling. For the it's I just messaged Charlie because this is mad. Message Charlie, do you want to know what picks are? But yeah, they could trade down, then trade up. I reckon if they're gonna trade down, it will be when they're on the clock. Dolphins are on the clock, they trade down. I'm still shocked at this Falcons pick. Mental, absolutely mental. But like I said, if you are on Patreon, this pick has just won you a decent amount of money. I can't lie. When Charlie gets back, we'll find out exactly how much you probably would have won. But you just won a decent amount of money. And before the pick is in, let's have a look at fair play. Fair play. No, this is a first. Charlie Wilson has a first round grade on this player. How have they not announced a pick yet? Oh, he's coming onto the stage now. So Bleach Report are breaking down the pick, trying to explain it. Finish my coffee. Yeah. Michael Penix Jr. They just got Kirk Cousins. Like, they just got Kirk Cousins. and they've taken a quarterback. Now they can obviously sit him for a year, but why? And they gave Kirk Cousins a 4-year deal. This is crazy. So I'm sitting silent like I've got Charlie to bounce off right now. Michael Penix Jr. the pick at pick number Michael Parsons talking about the pick as well. I'll see if Michael Parsons want to come on Go Time Dolphins. And people honestly wanted get out clause in Cousins' contract. Let's have a look. There might be, but even if let's have a look. Spo track. Let's have a look. No, thanks for that, Robert. Let's have a. If my internet was to play ball with me, my beard is bearding right now. Nah, it's not gonna work. If I hear what contract he did sign and we have to get a clause, I will let you know, Robert. But yep, we had him down as a. So if I can do this, there he is. There. This is the last quarterback that Charlie Wilson has with a first round grade. So we'll see if any more go. But again, if you're the Dolphins, you've had 4 quarterbacks, 2 wide receivers, and 2 tackles. So you've got 1, 2, 3 tackles with a first round grade and 2 offensive linemen. So you've got essentially 7. So no, I can't count. You've got 5 offensive linemen that you probably want to take. None of the edge rushers have gone yet, and none of the tackles. So if you're the Dolphins and you're picking in the trenches with first round grades according to Charlie Wilson, you got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 players, and you're on pick 9. And let's be honest, you're gonna have probably have a wide receiver and a tight end. If you're the Dolphins, I think it's fairly safe to say there will be at least 1 trench player on the board when you pick. At least 1. So the Bears have just picked. I know who the Bears have picked. If you're the Dolphins, you're happy with that pick. That's all I'm going to say right now. First round grade on that player, according to Charlie Wilson. So yeah, the paper planes are on the board. So apparently they gave Kirk Cousins 100 mil guaranteed. 100 mil guaranteed money. There probably is a get out clause in that, Robert Ashton, but nah, not buying it. But listen, ain't my team. And yeah, there will be people on Dolphin social media going, well, if the Falcons can take a quarterback in the first round, having paid Kirk Cousins, why can't the Dolphins take a quarterback? And the reason is the Dolphins aren't a bad organization. The Falcons are right now. Like, they just are. I don't know why they took a quarterback. But again, if you're the Vikings, the chances are you moved up to take a quarterback, and 4 have gone. So you taking Bo Nix, you taking Spencer Rattler, you trying to trade back. Said you giving up on the zone watching Pat on ESPN. Honestly, try Bleacher Report. I don't know how quick ESPN are, but like I said, I'm getting picks in 2-3 minutes um before the zone were at the very least. So if you're watching it on ESPN now, I'll do the same thing. When it comes up, I would say, um yeah, it's mad. Let me change one thing quickly. Uh, talking to myself right now. That's my fault. I don't want to change the start time. I just want to change the thing. Okay, I can't do anything. Nice. But yeah, that's something. Did you miss the Jets trade? Yes, dude, I missed the Jets trade. Thank you so much for that, Robert Ashton. So the Vikings have moved up one spot. At the very least, it seems. So maybe ESPN is the one to watch because my stream hasn't done the trade yet, but the NFL Network has. So we've got the first trade of the night. JMO says, as far as I know, the Kirk Cousins contract is 100 million guaranteed. That means he ain't going to be pissed off. It's just going to create a weak competition. That's true. That is true. Well done, JMO. I like that. I like that a lot. We have let's Falcons. Are the Vikings going to go Brock Bowers? Jets get 11, 129, and 157. The Vikings get 10 and 203. It won't be an Aaron Rodgers situation or Brett Favre situation. Man, those guys are going to compete like gladiators. But they probably will, yeah. I also think Kirk Cousins is a lot more level-headed than both those guys you just mentioned. So the Vikings moved up one spot to take someone who, let's be honest, makes sense. But I don't think he needed to move up for that. That they have. It is what it is. And yeah, J Miles says, I hope every single team keeps taking quarterbacks and wide receivers and lead our defensive tackles for me, baby. I 100% agree. That's why I said, obviously, two off the board right now. We kind of expected that, but no, brilliant. Who's messaging me? Okay, wasn't. Who messaged? I don't know right now. Is what it is. Yeah, so I've seen the Vikings pick, Robert. If you haven't seen it yet, let me know. I've seen it, but I didn't see the trade, so interesting. No, fair play. So the paper planes are on the board. They've moved back one spot, and they probably could get Brock Bowers. So yeah, do you now know that Brock Bowers wasn't taking a pick 10? Oh, do not leave. Oh, nearly backed out. That would have been interesting. So paper planes on the clock. And you know what? That's what, like, if you're a Dolphin, like, that's what, as a Dolphins fan, you kind of want to see. You want to see your team move back 1 or 2 spots, get like an extra third. But like the person that's taken the person taking where you were doesn't really affect you. So yeah, I kind of want to talk about this next pick. It makes, once you guys see it, it makes a lot of sense. It's just I don't think I don't think the Vikings need to trade up to do it, given that the Jets are on the board. I don't think the Jets would have taken this player, but I can also understand if the Vikings were like, we don't want. So Go Time Dolphins were told on Wednesday, no, on Tuesday. Go Time Dolphins told on Tuesday that the paper planes wanted to trade back, and try and get a tackle. So I can imagine teams would have called him and say, "Hey, can we move to 10 to get a player?" So if that is the case, and the Vikings were like, "Well, no, we will move up 1 spot, give up some picks, and get our guy." Cool, fair enough. I understand that, but I don't think they would have needed to. But, we shall see. We shall see. So we are 10 picks away from the Miami Dolphins picking, so that's still an hour left. I can't lie, I would be so tempted to, when the Dolphins pick, shut down the stream and going to bed. But I know the Dolphins will then pick someone who will like move back into the first, and it's like, no, we don't want to miss that. So also there will be a reaction video with Charlie Touche after this. Don't ask what time. I'll be sleeping. I'll wake up. I'll do that. But yeah, gonna be interesting. Still waiting on. So Robert Ashton, have you not got the pick yet? Because like, again, dude, Bleach Report. I'm saying, obviously, I'm glad you're here. That's all I care about. I'm glad you're here. You're with Go Time Dolphins. But Bleach Report is getting the picks. I say it every single year. Bleach Report is probably the best place to watch the draft. Okay, so you haven't got it yet. After when you get the pick, try going over to Bleach Report. As if you care about getting the picks early. I won't give anything away. That's not fair. But I've now got Roger Goodell on my screen. Yeah, you did it like, honestly, the draft could be, you can cut the draft in half, especially the first round. But I understand that you want, all that ad time. You've got millions, not just across the US, but across the world watching this. Though that ad space, that ad money is going to, allow. Dude, just get to the pick, man. That's interesting. So yeah, so the Jets basically get some like 4th round picks, and again, that's what I'm saying for the Dolphins to move back 1 spot, but get like 2 4th round picks. That's perfect. A 4th might be a bit too far back. Hold on. Oh, so I thought the paper planes had picked. So I take it who the Vikings have just picked. They traded. Again, don't mind me. I'm gonna say it because I can see it. I think it's safe. If I ruin it, I apologize. But the Vikings have picked JJ McCarthy. Yeah, not. I don't think they needed to trade up to do it. But I can understand with 4 quarterbacks off the board, and you've got like either the Raiders or the Broncos wanting to move up. Say, you know what, give up some 4th round picks. Doesn't matter. No defensive players picked, and we're on pick 11. And again, going back to the whiteboard, so JJ McCarthy is the first, second round grade player, but you've still got 2 wide receivers, you've got a tight end, and you've got 5 offensive linemen with first round grades on the board. If you're the Dolphins, you can be pretty confident right now you're going to get a trench player. You're definitely going to get either a tackle on either side of the board, or the ball, sorry, or an edge rusher / interior guy. But you're laughing. If you want a trench player, you're getting a trench player. It might not be the guy you want. At that point, you might move up to get someone, but you're getting a trench player. If I was Dolphins, you are sorted. Also, let's bring up Touche's 24. Let's remove that. Fair play. I don't. Okay, cool. Fair play. Let's have a look. Let's try and do this. Present, share screen, window, Touche's 24. Just look at Touche's 24. No one on Touche's 24 has come off the board yet. But yeah. So I've seen the paper planes pick. If you're the Dolphins, what are you doing? But it isn't someone I would have taken. I'm not saying it's not a first round player. It's not someone I would have taken for the Dolphins. Pair Touche's 24. Probably an episode to watch tomorrow before day 2 starts. That's when you can see a lot of these guys are coming off the board. 100%. So here we've got Touche's 24. Zach Frazier is a guy I would love to see in Miami. We broke down Cade Stover's film on Patreon if you haven't seen it already. And we also broke down Kingsley Sumatai, I think his name was. So over on Patreon, I'm breaking down film. If you haven't subscribed to Patreon, then yeah, go do so. We have so much bonus content there. JML says, yeah, baby, another quarterback, keeping quarterbacks and slide at offensive tackle to John. Do you know your name was John? I should have assumed it was John, JML. But yeah, listen, 5 quarterbacks going in the first 10 picks, and you've got the Broncos and the Raiders who potentially both could take quarterbacks. Ooh, give me that tackle. Give me that tackle. Yeah, so the Jets pick is in now for Robert Ashton. We'll discuss it when Roger Goodell calls it out. Is what it is. It doesn't worry me. We're still gonna sweep the as long as two with the quarterback, we're sweeping the paper planes. Right, let's not get it twisted. So we are on pick 12. We are down to 9 picks away for the Miami Dolphins. Micah Parsons is making jokes. And TJ Stroud saying that. Yep, so I'll see it now. Olu Mayowa Fashanu, tackle for the Paper Planes. Spoke to a Paper Planes friend earlier, funnily enough. He wanted them to trade back and get a tackle. They've basically done that. They traded back and taken defensive lineman. Probably could trade it back a bit further. And if you're the Dolphins, you don't really want offensive linemen go off the board just yet. You kind of want some edge rushers to go, some wide receivers, if you're desperate to take a edge rusher. But let's get the big board back up. So we have JJ McCarthy, who is a second round grade here, and then we have Fashanu, who is Charlie's top tackle. Very interesting. This is tackle number 1 for Charlie Wilson. No, sorry. No, it's a lie. Where is it? I don't think Charlie has him graded. Vitanu, no. Who? Fuaga, Mims, Latham, Guyton. Interesting. So Charlie doesn't have him graded at all. Definitely something to ask him when he's next on. But okay, cool. Interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I really hope that Charlie has got this one correct and that this person is Buns, but we shall see what happens. Yep, good surname, Fatanu. Legendary soccer player. If you're from the States, UK football player. And his brother, unfortunately, took his own life. The Broncos. Yes, 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 yes. I'm happy with the Broncos pick. Probably gives it away. But this is amazing. This is, listen, yes, yes. Very interesting in terms of, like, again, if you're the Dolphins and you're looking at your board, you are loving this draft so far. Absolutely loving it. And not to give anything away. Okay, cool. Fair enough. No, fair play. Fair play. So I know what the Broncos pick is. It's not a surprise. You could, if the Raiders go where I want the Raiders to go, if you're the Dolphins, I am in no way moving up. And if anything, I'm calling about trading back. That's how good this draft is going. If they want a trench player, I'm 100% thinking about moving back right now because you are going to get one. You can get extra picks. This is the perfect draft for the Dolphins so far. Mwah, 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 mwah. Love it. You can be interesting. So yeah, Robert, let me know when you get the pick in. Same with you, JML. If you're still here, Jason Keck, say hi. Also, if you want to sneeze, guys, if you're over on Twitter, come and say hi. Let me know what your thoughts on the draft so far. If you are Dolphin fans, yeah, the caffeine and sugar did kick in. It really did. As did the pick so far. Yes, if you're on Twitter, come say hi. If you are watching on YouTube, we've got to 10 likes. Bop, 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 bop. The first goal. Now I want 100 viewers. I want 100 viewers in the stream, guys. So if you haven't already, share the video. If you've got some friends and you're watching it in different houses, jump in your WhatsApp chat, be like, yo, there's just one black guy, Kadeem Simmons, and Go Time Dolphins. Go watch him. Go do what you got to do. You guys, share the video. Let's get a real draft party going in. I'm sorry I don't have snacks. For those who don't know, my biological dad passed away on Thursday morning. Haven't really eaten too much, kind of just been not snacking, but like it's not in an eating mood. So yeah, I don't have snacks. Might have snacks tomorrow. I'll see how I feel when I wake up. And yeah, yeah, that's my personal news for the day. No, fair play. Fair play. Let's see. Yeah. So I'm looking at Daniel Jeremiah's big board. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And if you're the Dolphins, doesn't matter. Again, you are looking at a key player for the Dolphins. I'm honestly, if I'm the Dolphins, or do you move up? No, the Dolphins could move up, genuinely, because the way the players are falling right now, you could go up and get your guy. But I didn't think there would be this many quarterbacks off the board by now. So yeah, it's in. Cool. Thank you very much, Robert Ashton. I've just seen it on my little tablet. Tabble. So yeah, the Broncos have taken a quarterback. They've taken Bo Nix. That's 6 quarterbacks and we're on pick 13. If the Raiders go quarterback as well, oh my god, Dolphins, get on the. So here's a question: if you're on Twitter, I want to answer as well. If you're on YouTube, I want to answer. If you're the Dolphins, you've seen 6 quarterbacks go in the first 12 picks. You might see 7 go if this one's a quarterback. Do you move up to go and get your guy 100%? Like Fatanu's still on the board. We have to get Fatanu. That's the pick. Or do you move back knowing essentially if you want a trench player, you can move back 3 or 4 spots and he's still there. Let me check what Twitter is saying in terms of, has anyone messaged on Twitter? No, we're just quiet at the moment. My Twitter dudes are quiet. Okay, we're not following each other, but no, thank you. I appreciate that. People aren't happy with. Anyways, what it is. 6 quarterbacks. That is mental. Do you know what? The quarterback rankings are going to be really interesting because do you pick Kirk Cousins or Michael Penix Jr.? Probably go Kirk Cousins. Don't care. Right. The Dolphins are picking in just over an hour. The pick is in for the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm not sure what it is yet. Mike Parsons schooling CJ Stroud in terms of where players have gone. Interesting. Let's see. The pick is in. The Raiders have gone. Interesting pick. Didn't think the person would fall this far, but you can kind of see it, to be fair. So I'm not going to hate it. Not going to hate it at all. I haven't seen Aaron Rodgers' mustache. But yeah, again, you know what? In terms of the position group for the Dolphins, let's have a look. Let's get the big board up. So we've seen 6. We've seen 6 quarterbacks go off the board. We've seen 2 receivers and Harrison and Neighbors. We've seen 2 tackles. No, 3 tackles. All Latham and one who hasn't even been graded by Charlie Wilson. And then that's it. We haven't seen a single defensive player come off the board yet. The pick we've just seen isn't in the trenches. I'll put it that way. So if you're the Dolphins and this is what your big board looks like, and you're looking at players with a first round grade in the trenches, you've got the choice of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 players, and you're picking in 7 spots. And that's if you're just going to go trenches. And that's assuming that. So the Saints are on the board right now. Then you've got the Colts. Then you've got the Seahawks. I reckon you're going to see probably maybe 1 or 2 receivers go. Listen, yeah, JML 100% getting excited right now for the Dolphins. I'm so excited because everyone who Aaron Hernandez just got mentioned on Bleach Report. Mental. Yeah, Brock Bowers is a Raider. Yeah, Brock Bowers is a Raider. So Devontae Adams and Brock Bowers, fair play. Yeah. You can if you can move back, you can move back, get a third, a fourth, and you're probably going to get a trench player. You give me Jackson Power Johnson or Graham Barton and a mid pick, will be dancing. I'll be so happy. So shout out to the big board. We have, what do you call it? The Saints are on the clock. 7 picks into the Dolphins. Just so we're picking around 20 to 4 UK time. Yeah, let's see. Let's see how we go. Again, guys, if you haven't already, smash the like button. Be greatly appreciated. Leave a comment. Let's tell YouTube that this is the place to be. The one-man army, Kadeem Simmons himself. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and share the video. We've got 10 likes. Can we get 20 likes? Can we also get up to 100 subscribers? We are way past 100 subscribers. Can we get to 100 viewers? That is the goal right now. Let's do it. So, let's have a look. And you know what? Yeah, sorry, I can't lie. Latu as a Dolphin, nice. You have like the Jaden Phillips clone. Listen, I'm still going trench player. I'm not gonna lie. The Saints, according to Rap Sheet, the Saints are listening to trade offers, which is why they're taking so long. But who's trading up? Also, I need to get my graphics ready for when the Dolphins pick. I'm feeling like I don't have work to do. Look, shout out to 5 Yard Lee for the help on this one. Yeah, I don't care about that right now. Lee's in the house. Lee's in the house. Oh, no, open it. Lee draft night. Oh, yeah, I did get it. Yeah. No, I got it ready. I know I'm gonna mess this up. I don't know how I'm gonna mess this up. But yeah, I don't understand how Lee does his thing. I'm not gonna lie. I know I need that. So if I get rid of all of that, oh no, keep that. Talking to myself. Can you bear me to 2 seconds, guys? Oh, Lee, you're a genius. I get it now. Okay, cool. No, it's not an issue. Draft pick. Cool. Please go corner. Honestly, if the Saints go corner because they have issues with Marshall Lattimore, oh my god, that would be amazing. If you're a Dolphins fan, you want the Saints to go corner. Let's get some defense. Let's get like if you can get like a mini run of corners, even better. If you can start a mini run of corners right now, that'd be brilliant. Apparently, there's no one watching on YouTube. That is what it is. Like, so the Saints have just under 2 minutes to pick. Who we going with? Sorry, dead air. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on what the pick is in. The Saints have gone. Fair play. So it's clear the Saints couldn't get any trade options. And on the draft board, it's a first round selection. This is a first round selection. Understandable to be fair, but I also think this wasn't a person the Dolphins would have been interested in. But again, we shall see. Colts at 15. You have to assume it's going to be wide receiver. So yeah, if you could get a run of wide receivers here, I think the Seahawks don't need a wide receiver because they've got obviously Tyler Lockett. I assume to do with Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf, but throw another one in there. Again, for the Dolphins, you're laughing. You're laughing again, but I'm not. I don't see the point in trading back for the sake of it. So staying at 21 and getting the guy you want because he's there, and not messing around and trading back. Yeah, unless someone calls and say, "Hey, we want to move up to get a quarterback," not an issue. So yeah. CJ Stroud and this guy on Bleach Report having an argument back and forth. South, yeah. I'm having a conversation with CJ Stroud like he can hear me right now. So Roger Goodell is about to make the pick. Pick 14. I know who it is. And the Colts are on the board. They have Anthony Richardson. If you're the Colts, you surely give Anthony Richardson a weapon, a wide receiver. Yeah, please go wide receiver. Right, JML. Hypothetically, if a man met a girl, I should have read that before I put it on the screen. It might get me cancelled. Let me do that. Hypothetically, didn't got blah blah. If a man met a girl and got sick on her as she took him home, then he made her fall in love with him, became his amazing bride. Would it be fair to say that man has mad game? Ask Hannah Montana. Hypothetically, ask Hannah Montana. Let's leave it at that. I'll leave it at that, yeah. For those who are on Twitter, JML says, and again, hypothetically, if a man met a girl, then got sick on her as she took him home, then he made her fall in love with him and became his amazing bride, would it be fair to say that that man has mad game? Ask he's crying as well. So the Saints took Talise Fuaga, Us. That's tackle off the board. Not ideal for the Dolphins. But you still got Fatano on the board. You still got Fatano and Mims. You've got both your guards in Jackson Power Johnson and Graham Barton. And let's be honest, Zach Frazier could sneak into the first round. So let's see. So yeah, we have 5.5 minutes on the network to see what the Colts do. Sorry, my mind's gone blank. For me, it's more a case of let's get some. Whether you know what? Let's find out where the Eagles are picking. Eagles are picking at 22. The Eagles moving back. If the Eagles and Dolphins can have that deal, when they move back one spot so the Eagles can get a corner, and it could happen. It definitely could happen. So right now, let's keep our fingers for that happen. The Dolphins can move back one spot, get a third round pick. Eagles take a corner, and the Dolphins get a third round pick and are able to get a trench player. We'll go with trench player. But yeah, the Colts probably going to go corner or receiver, which is exactly what you want them to do. If they do that, it gives us a chance to again just keep the trench players on the board for as long as possible. And again, like I wouldn't be angry if they go defensive tackle because I can understand it. I wouldn't be angry if they go edge player because I understand it. I know Jason Keck will probably be smashing his TV if that happens. But yeah, you're going to be wanting the Dolphins to go offensive line, and the way the board is falling right now, no, don't apologize. I know it's serious. I'm not a jokes person. I'm really bad at jokes, especially when I'm talking to myself and stuff like that. And I think it's what makes myself and Charlie so good because we will bounce off each other and tell jokes and stuff like that. So apologies, I'm not telling jokes. Also it 10 to 3 in the morning for me. So yeah, I apologize. It's not the fun. What do you call it? I can't believe the Miami Dolphins pay me nothing, and I'm so on edge. Yeah, it's mad. I can't believe they pay me nothing as well, and I'm up doing a live stream talking about what they might do. But it's for the love of the game. It shows that you are a true fan, how much you love it. So yeah, that's one thing I did want to check actually. Audience, yeah. I might have got it wrong. No. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, the pick is in. Okay. Anthony Richardson is not happy with the Colts pick, but he's obviously not going to say that live on air. Someone who, if he was there on the board when the Dolphins picked, I 100% would have taken him. But at the same time, it is what it is. We move. Good play rugby, interesting. J Mars said, "Oh no, yeah. I know it wasn't criticism. Yeah, I know it was a joke. 100%, it's all good. No, yeah, it's all good. And again, guys, if you've got jokes in the chat, drop your jokes, drop your comments. it's Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Go Time Dolphins. It's for the fans and by the fans. Drop jokes, drop comments. If you're on Twitter and you're sitting there silently, again, it's all good. I know you're watching your TV. You got Kadeem Simmons on Twitter. I appreciate it. Drop some comments, drop some likes, share the video. No, J-Mo, 100%. I know it wasn't criticism. I don't take that kind of thing to heart. And honestly, if it was criticism, criticize away, man. It's all good. It's all good. It's a watch party reaction. Oh, it did change. Watch party reactions and analysis. Waiting for that Dolphins pick. Cannot wait. So the Colts are about to pick. You guys are about to find out who the Colts have selected. For me, the Seahawks are on the board. The Dolphins are 5 picks away. When the name is selected, yeah. So the pick is in. The Colts have selected Latu, the edge rusher from UCLA. Essentially, Jalen, like he literally looks up Jalen Phillips. So that's the first defensive player on the board, the first defensive player off the board. But it still leaves the Dolphins who pick in 5 picks. They pick 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, or 6 picks with first round grades according to Charlie Wilson's board. Fatanu, Mims, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With 9 players, we are good. Robert Ashton says, how many Raiders does it take to change a light bulb? How many Raiders does it take to change a light bulb? Oakland, Vegas. I don't know. J-Mo, what do you reckon? How many Raiders does it take to change a light bulb? Oh, it's a black hole. None. They're happy living in the Chiefs of my home shadow. I never would have guessed that. I like that. Like that a lot. For those who missed it, how many Raiders does it take to change a light bulb? None. To happy living in the Chiefs and my home shadow. James, yeah. So yeah. If I was the Colts, I would have given Richardson a receiver, give him some help. But it is what it is. So we now have the Seahawks on the board. And Richardson's gonna spit some bars. J-Mo said, I thought you were going to say none because obviously the owner gets his haircut in the dark. Dude, you know what? When you're super rich, you could look like that and you're probably still, like, your life can be completely fine. One of the worst haircuts in the league. But yeah. Who needs a light bulb when you have a bowl like that as well? You know what? To me, the 2 answers to that. So none, the happy living in the rate and cheating in my home shadow. And then none because obviously the owner gets his haircut in the dark. The Seahawks are on the clock, guys. Let's see how this goes. Again, we're hoping for, as the coffee starts to wear off, wide receiver. I should have got Charlie Wilson to say what he thinks the needs are going to be. Apparently, CJ. Why am I saying what CJ Stroud can do? No one cares. So the Hawks are on the clock. Where do we think the Seahawks are going to go, guys? Are they going to go offense or defense? They could go corner. No, they won't go corner. Not going to go safety. It could be Cooper DeJean. I can see he's being a trench player. Yeah, I could see he's being an offensive lineman. But again, what do I know? Haven't paid that much attention to the Seahawks. Yeah, Seahawks on the clock. They're still talking about Latu over here on the NFL Network. What's interesting is that I'm looking at this guy's big board and there's no offensive lineman on it, which is great. No one cares about that. So, guys, let me know what we think the Dolphins are gonna do. They are on the board in less than an hour. Could see the Seattle defense. Yeah. Because it could be if this is a defensive pick, and especially if it's not, it could be Byron Murphy, defensive lineman from Texas. This could be Byron Murphy. Really interesting if that is the case. The pick is in. The Seahawks I haven't got the pick yet, but the pick is in according to NFL Network. We will get it shortly over here on Go Time Dolphins. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Bebo, High Five, Cupid, Christian Mingle. Anywhere you speak to people, subscribe to Go Time Dolphins, spread the word, spread the love, and show even more love over on Patreon if you're feeling generous. We have super chat. No one had dropped a super chat yet, guys. Who will be the first person to drop a super chat? The pick is in. Will you get a dance? It's what I thought it was going to be. Yeah. Yeah, true, yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. He is a trench player, but it's not a offensive trench player. So I will say that. So the Dolphins still have, according to Charlie Wilson's big board, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 17, 18, 19, 20. As long as one of the next 4 picks, what did Kirk Cousins say? Oh, now I've got to go see this. Thanks for that, Robert Ashton. So Robert Ashton said they just put a tweet up. Kirk Cousins ain't happy about picking quarterback. Be fair, like Kirk Cousins is trending. I can understand why. Kirk Cousins tweeted. Has he must have deleted it. I can't see nothing. He's reposted stuff. Okay, can't see it. Let me know what he says, Robert. Really interesting. So I'm seeing on social media that the pick is in. But also I'm not going to spoil it until JMO says I have my conductor hat on and I'm on the Greer train. Did I say Christian Mingle? I did say Christian Mingle. If you're in Christian Mingle and you're mingling with Christians, yeah, say hey, do you watch Go Time Dolphins? It's a great. They'll be like, what? To do it. If you listen, spread the word of Jesus, God, Go Time Dolphins. As long as it's spread, it's all good with me. So we are 4 picks away under an hour until the Dolphins pick. I said around 3:40. It is 3 o'clock in the morning. Jacksonville are on the clock. Please go wide receiver. If Jackson, I don't think they need to go wide receiver. Imagine the Dolphins go wide receiver Xavier Worthy. That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. But it is what it is. So we are looking at epic stretch. The Dolphins having the ability to pick up a trench player. That, at the very least, is what the Dolphins might be able to do. Let's have a look at Touche's 24. Again, no one on Touche's 24 has been taken yet. Even if the Dolphins, say the Dolphins go Barton or Jackson Power Johnson, I'd still want Zach Frazier. That'd be amazing. Okay, yeah, day 2. If the Dolphins move back, I'm looking at Cade Stover with that pick we trade for. But again, it's just Touche's 24. If you haven't seen the episode yet, definitely check it out before day 2 starts. Definitely want to go watch. And if you do go and watch it, leave a comment, say draft to enter the draft hat giveaway. So now we know that the Seahawks have taken Byron Murphy II. They've gone defensive line. I said that they would do that. Charlie Woolton, we will get you to come on here and tell us what you think about that pick. Fair play to them. Byron Murphy II. Comp is Ed Oliver. I know he was someone I've seen some Dolphin fans on social media say they wanted. They didn't go that way. Obviously, they can't go that way. But I've also seen some people say that he wasn't the pick. Would it be a decent Christian Wilkins replacement? We have a trade. The Vikings have traded up with Jacksonville. So Jacksonville Jaguars acquire picks 23 and 167. The Vikings get pick. So Vikings trade pick 17. And this is what I mean. The Vikings have moved up 6 spots, and the Jags have got pick 167. If people think that the Dolphins are going to trade back and get a third, you're looking at like a fourth. The Dolphins don't have a fourth, but I reckon that's what you're looking at. Dolphins trade back and get a fourth. Anyway, so yeah, J Mel said I thought it was funny because I've been married 33 years. I haven't been on Christian Mingle for obvious reasons. You've been married essentially from essentially my entire life. Interesting. The Vikings traded up and didn't go wide receiver. Fair play. Jay Martin, we could get him in the second round, maybe, but he's not pick 21, I don't think. Who was that about? Let me know. Was that about was that about Zach Frazier, or was it about one of the like a Graham Barton, Jackson Power Johnson? Let me know. Charlie would think he went to mainstream if one of these guys is taken yet. They are hidden gems. I think there had been a few first round picks. We'll double check that. But listen, Charlie's taken Fender Podcast Javon Holland. This is actually his. I can prove it to you later, but this is Fender Podcast Javon Holland's jumper. Gave it to me. It's the whole tracksuit. I'm wearing it right now. I'm wearing Javon Holland tracksuit. Actually, I can show you actually the proof that it is. So let me take my headphones off. No, like you don't need that right now. On the inside, you can see a number, and it says 22. If you can make that out. I should much do that, to be fair. This is really awkward and bad. No. Excuse my top. But yeah, this is where's it gone? Dallas Turner is the pick to the Vikings. I days that Kadeem have an absolute mare here. Yep. Number 22. Number 22 was Javon Holland's rookie number before he changed to 8. So yeah, after he came on the show, gave us was it his cleats and then also this tracksuit. And we gave away the cleats as part of a giveaway. And then I got the tracksuit. So shout out to friend of the podcast, Javon Holland, who was on Touche's 24. So yeah, Dallas Turner's off the board. Again, if we're looking at Charlie Wilson's big board, we don't have too many edge players left on the board if we want to go in the trenches. But we have enough. We have enough. We're on pick 18. And you have both centers. To be fair, if it's true that Jackson Powers Johnson is more of a second round player, we can't expect to see him go off the board anytime soon. Same with Graham Barton. And then yeah, we still have Fatani on the board and Marius Mims. Me personally, if I'm saying at 21, I'm going for Tanu, Barton, JPJ in that order. With Dallas Turner off the board and Leatu off the board, you've got Chop Robinson and Jared Verse left. Verse from FSU. Robinson's an interesting one. He can play both inside and outside, but I wouldn't take him. He's a first round grade here. I wouldn't take him at 21. But again, Dolphins, you've got 18, 19, 20. So you've got 3 picks. Charlie Wilson's first round graded offensive lineman is going to be on the board 100%. 100 bazillion percent is going to be on the board. So yeah, we shall see. And agree, JML. Charlie puts the work into finding the guys that are underrated and he's right a lot of the time. He is. Again, the interesting one is going to be 2K. 20K Cam. 20K Cam's been the interesting one. To see how he turns out. Robert Ashton says, I think Charlie has been missing in action because he's been in the Dolphins war room, helping plan the draft strategy based on 2K24. If that's the case, listen, I'm not going to tell you where he was here. Charlie Wilson was on the show before he had to go to work. So yeah, let's see how it all pans and plays out. The pick is in. The Bengals are taking. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, cool. If you're the Dolphins and you want an offensive lineman, you might be sweating right now. But only because you've literally got 2 picks until you're on the board. And you can see the Bengals, Rams, and Pittsburgh all go in offensive linemen. I'm telling you now, if the Dolphins go Cooper DeJean, it is going to be hilarious watching social media. It'll be brilliant. But yeah, let's see. I won't spoil where the Bengals have gone. I think given this is someone who I don't think the Dolphins. If it was on the board, I don't think the Dolphins would have taken him. I just think he's not. Yeah, I don't think the Dolphins would have taken him. JML said, bro, it's the truth. I bought Javon Holland's gloves you gave me onto my hands. I was so excited. But man, it's like I was afraid I was going to break a seam or something. The gloves on my wall. listen, do not blame you. At first, I wasn't even going to wear the tracksuit, but I wouldn't have framed the tracksuit. I'm glad you're making use of the gloves. And yeah, again, Go Time Dolphins, authentic player giveaway stuff. So again, congratulations on winning the gloves. I'm glad they are on your wall. I'm glad you're making use of them. I'm glad you enjoy them. Shout out to friend of the podcast, Javon Holland. Gave up his time to speak to us and then gave us stuff to give away to our fans. Even if I'm wearing the tracksuit. Ignore that bit. But yeah, gloves, cleats. I think we also gave away wide receiver one Jakeem Grant gloves. And I think we have some other stuff to give away in the near future as well. And yeah, Jamie Moore said he should be Robert Ashton, and then Charlie Touche should be in the Dolphins war room. Helping plan strategy. We are 2 picks away from the Dolphins being on the board, and guys, we know it's just us three chatting, enjoying ourselves. We are 3 picks away. You don't know who the Bengals have picked. I do. Is there anyone you're leaning a specific player? Is there a specific player you're leaning towards the Dolphins taking? If so, who would it be? And I'm gonna get some water. Give me 2 seconds, guys, because my mouth is dry. Yeah. Also, while I'm standing, you can see let's have a look. Yeah, my Dolphins tracksuit bottoms. Actually, if you saw me in Germany, you saw me wearing the tracksuit. I wore the tracksuit out in Germany. Kept me warm as well. Really helpful. Hasn't it done that? This is my water bottle. Obviously, the Aqua Miami Dolphins. Water's essentially finished, but see if we can get out of it. Yeah. Let's get to the Bengals pick so then we can get to the Rams pick. The Rams were allegedly looking to trade up, and they haven't. To start 19. I still think the Dolphins could move back. I really do. But as someone like Fatani who's on the board, do you just take him and go? So Renner from Bleach Report reckons team needs our defensive tackle, edge, cornerback. So that really could mean the Dolphins have their pick from 3 offensive linemen who I would take with this pick. If those 3 guys are on the board and you move back and still get one, Chris Greer, knocked out the park. I can't make a ball hitting bat sound. So we all know now that the Bengals have selected Marius Mims, tackle from Georgia. Plays right tackle. Dolphins just paid friend of the podcast Austin Jackson at right tackle. Can play left tackle. So you could have a situation where you kick him back to left tackle and then have Mims at right tackle, or do you just train Mims to play left tackle? If you could kick him inside, but I think Mims will probably play right tackle in the Bengals or kick inside. So I said games at right tackle in 2023, according to NFL Network. So yeah, he could have been the Dolphins' new right guard. I just don't think the Dolphins would have taken him if he was on the board. And if you see me kind of like quickly try and get to, actually, I think I have enough photos of the guys who the Dolphins could take. But I don't think I named. Okay, no. I need to learn to save. That's for Tanu. That is a great fuss. Robert Ashton says, still think we trade back. I don't think. Oh, you tagged me the tweet. Thank you very much. As we all sit in shock over the Atlanta pick, a source tells me Kirk Cousins just as shocked and disappointed. Never said anything to him or his reps about QB in the first round, despite suggesting they would. Still, it's a business. Listen, Kirk, you got your money. You're good. You are good. You're cushy. Okay, so Mims only started 8 games for Georgia. The Rams are on the clock, dropping Bant because they haven't picked for the first round in ages. JML says I'm having a bunch of fun watching the draft with Kadeem, and I don't know why more of us guys aren't here. I bet we have a lot more next year. Hopefully so. Probably I didn't do a good enough job of properly announcing who's going live, but I also think, listen, we 100% for the one in Germany. Oh, had that game gone to overtime, I would have missed my flight back. But at the same time, it is what it is. Like I would have missed my flight. Yeah. Rams. Like we are. I'll do the dance. If the Rams don't go offensive line, I might even do the what's his name? I might do the Daniel Garcia dance there. But we shall see how it goes. So they could go defensive tackle, could go edge rusher, could go corner. Yeah, that's true. So the Rams have essentially just under 2 minutes to make this pick. So we want the pick is in. Don't know who it is just yet. As I stretch. And it is okay, cool. Interesting. JMR says if we can't get a second and the third, that's how you pick at 21. And same, like I was saying, that Vikings pick, they got something like pick 167 to move up 6 spots. So unless the Dolphins are going to move back, like if you move back 6 spots, you're looking at like a fourth, 32, 64, 120. Yeah, you're like a fourth or fifth round pick. And the Dolphins have 2 fifth-round picks. I've said for quite a while. I think it makes more sense that the Dolphins move back in the second. But yeah, let's see what. So again, I don't want to give away the pick, but I'm counting. Yeah, the Dolphins are good. Jackson struggled at left tackle real bad. He did. He really, really did. But I also think it's a matter of he was coming off the bone marrow surgery, and the offensive line coaching isn't where it is now. Not excusing the play. But I think the strides he's taken since he last played left tackle, I wouldn't be too angry if he went back. But he secured his right tackle space. Keep him at right tackle. Do not move him. I was just saying if they was going to go Mims. I never thought they were going to go Mims. Roger Goodell is about to go and announce the pick. I've got the Steelers on the board. Steelers could go Cooper DeJean. The Dolphins are looking cushy for a offensive lineman right now. And again, it's going to be. Yep. J Moore says the Rams still leave as offensive tackle. They went Jared Verse from Florida State. Listen, that's what I'm trying to say. The Steelers are on the board. We have Patanu on the board. We have Jackson Power Johnson on the board. We have Graham Barton on the board. If the Dolphins want to go offensive line, they can move back 2 spots and still go offensive line. If the Dolphins want to, so Later's gone, Turner's gone, Verse is gone, Chop Robinson's still on the board, and you got Johnny Newton on the board. I'm a fan of Zach Frazier. I still think the first is a bit too soon for him. But if the Dolphins go Zach Frazier is Zach Frazier on 2K24? He is, isn't he? Oh, listen, I'm not gonna say where Charlie is right now, but if the Dolphins go Zach Frazier of 2K24, could you imagine? Could you imagine if the Dolphins go Zach Frazier of 2K24 in the first round? Chris Greer cut that man his check immediately. Immediately. I want to be Zach Frazier now. I wanted Jackson Power Johnson for ages. Give me Zach Frazier. He's a center. Don't care. I need this pick to be Zach Frazier. I won't be angry if it's not. Let it be Zach Frazier. I would absolutely love it. You do the Macarena. Nah. If they go Zach Frazier, I'll do the Macarena. You have my word. If this pick is Zach Frazier, I will do the Macarena 100%, 100,000,000%. The Steelers have just over 5 minutes. I said the Dolphins will be picking around 3:40. It is 3:25. They might not make the pick until 3:40, given that the Steelers have 5 minutes, all that kind of good stuff. The nerves are kicking in. Let's have a look. So yeah, the Dolphins are guaranteed for Tano or Barton at the moment. The wide receivers haven't gone. If the wide receivers had gone a lot earlier, that would be perfect. Just don't take. I don't think the Dolphins need to take Xavier Worthy at 21. I so badly would have moved back. But if Troy Fatanu is there, to me, you had to take Troy Fatanu. Right, the Steelers pick is in. And again, I don't want to give away, like, I haven't seen it yet. So if I look to my left, which is whether that's on the screen, I know what the pick is. If I look to my right, that's when the pick is in. ESPN. Bleacher Report believe that the Pittsburgh Steelers top draft need is offensive tackle. So we shall see if that is the case. And if they go offensive tackle, it's probably going to be Troy Fatanu. But do they get Russell Wilson a weapon? Give him Xavier Worthy. Do it. I dare you to. I triple-double dare you to. Also, why am I thing lagging? There we go. Let's get it. But that's true, yeah. Steelers could go wide. Steelers love a wide receiver. Yeah, J-Mo. Steelers could go wide receiver. Pick is in. What dance we're going to get from me? The pick is in. They've gone. I'm not giving anything away. Yeah. Interesting. But the Dolphins are officially on the clock. So what do we do? If you're if you don't want to know who this pick is, get off Twitter, because Dolphins Twitter right now is in the mud. but the Dolphins are on the clock. Guys, we are on the clock. Interesting. Yeah, Detroit is mental. 275,000 people in Detroit, essentially just a little over 250,000. The Dolphins are on the clock, guys. We have been waiting for this for months. What are we gonna do? I want to tell you who the Steelers have picked, so we can talk about who's on the board for the Dolphins. But it's going to be interesting. Definitely going to be interesting. I can delete. Yes, JMO seen commercials. I've seen the pick. I can delete the photo that I was going to make for the graphic. Do not need that no more. You can all get in the bin. You can get in the bin. Oh, I need to go to the toilet. This is the worst time to need to go to the toilet. Oh, Kadeem, you're killing me. I blame you guys for making me drink the coffee and the water. Right. Graham. Oh, I nearly gave away a name. I nearly gave away a name of who it could be. Dolphins are on the clock. Pick 21. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. If it's Zach Frazier, I'm doing the Macarena. Which you now know that Zach Frazier isn't a Steelers pick. The guys I want are on the board. So yeah, I probably could be back before you guys see it. But I don't want to give anything away, or I don't want to miss it. I don't want to come back and I'm seeing it, and plus I've got to do a graphic. I've got to do so much stuff. So, yeah, let's see how we go. If they go Tommy Eichenberg, Liam Eichenberg brother in the first round, I guarantee I will just shut the stream and go to bed. Like, don't put that out there. Don't put that out there. So the listen, guys, Dolphins are on the clock. We want to know who they are picking. Oh, come on. Trenches. Let's go trenches. Cameron Haywood, do your pick. Let's go trenches. Trenches. Offensive line. To me, this has to be offensive line. Go offensive line. Protect the guy you're about to pay. Interesting. Very interesting. They do have an announcement. Okay. Robert Ashton said, JMO, you bad person. And then he said, dude, right now, live, they're announcing Pittsburgh choice, Pittsburgh pick. So, yeah, they picked Troy Fatanu. Dolphins Twitter, when that pick went in, were just like, oh, really? I'm watching him right now. He is crying. He's obviously emotional. He's another Oos. Shout out to the Ooses. Apparently, he has knee issues, which is why he's falling a bit. For a lot, he was the top tackle in the class, or second tackle. Joe Alt seems to be the consensus number one. But guys, Dolphins, where are we going? Where are we going, guys? Where are we going? To me, both Barton and Jackson Power Johnson are on the board. Jackson Power Johnson is the one that everyone wanted months ago. Do not go Tyler Guyton. I don't want Tyler Guyton. Way too. He's he needs too much work. Adam Beasley is reminding people. Says some guys think he might be one of the best three in this year's draft. Others are turned off by his big lapses on tape. He's probably the one tackle that the Dolphins know will be there at 21. Will be fascinating. To me, it's not it. To me, that can't be the pick. He's not. You need somebody who can start straight away. I'm not. And again, listen. Maybe him coming, sitting behind Teron Armstead, but nah, I'm not going. Tyler Guyton. Yeah. Dolphins are on the board. The pick is in. Guys, the pick is in. The pick is in. To talk it like I need you to stop talking to Dallas Turner right now. Or I don't care who you're talking to. I need you to give me the pick so I can do the graphic so I can know if to dance or not. Yes, sir. To get off the screen, one of the Dolphins. If the pick is in, we haven't traded back, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with not trading back. Who's the effing pick, dude? Oh, dude, seriously, don't do this. Like, Levko, you've gone so far away from what you said this was going to be. I need the analysis. I need you to talk about what the Dolphins need, who's on the board. I need you to stop talking about stuff we don't care about. Get to the pick. I'm telling you now, like you guys are doing banter about Dallas Turner. Lefko, please get to the Dolphins pick. The pick is in on like the Dolphins have made their selection. It obviously hasn't got to the draft people yet. For do you know what this is? I think because it's the Dolphins, it's making me even more annoyed. Please just get to the pick. Say the pick is in. Do your little graphics thing. Dolphins are on the board. This pick hasn't been leaked yet. That's amazing. I'm not checking Twitter. Like I don't want to do that yet. The pick is in. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Is that gonna work? Is that gonna work? Why are we doing this? I'm not gonna be able to do this in time. Let's see what social media is saying because I know they're going to be fuming. Dolphins Twitter are never ever gonna be happy about that. Yeah. It doesn't move me. It doesn't move me. I give it a B. I'd give it a B. But here's what it is. The Dolphins move. Right, you know what? Let's just do this. Bear me 2 seconds, guys. Let's move that up a bit. Do you know what? Nah, it doesn't matter. This ain't gonna work. Chop Robinson, edge rusher. What do we think, people? What do we think? Chop Robinson. Offensive lineman. I feel like they should have got offensive lineman. The last thing you want to hear is the production wasn't there. But it is what it is. We move.
His name is Chop, ironically. He takes those quick little choppy steps.
That's not my name, not Robinson.
Will even be more devastating at the next level. Very sudden wins early in the down with that quickness. Again, you saw it there. He doesn't get the sack, but he caused the sack. And then in the run game, just shooting gaps, using his quickness to play there. There are players that you've got to be aware of on the opposite side of the ball, and then there are players that actually you have to actively game plan against. He's one of those guys. You go back to the Michigan game, Chop Robinson.
So, bear me 2 seconds. I'm going to do 25 zero things at once. 2, 5, 4. 2, 5, 4.
He totally affected the game, and they had to totally abandon throwing the ball. With a guy who was a first-round draft pick quarterback, that's how good he is. They went from drop back to quick game to movement to then Sharon Morris. They went jumbo plus because Trente Jones came in on every snap after that. Protect against it. Remember, Chop Robinson had a decent Isaac.
People are going to be fuming with that pick. Yep. Charlie Wilson. Charlie Wilson says, "What a weird pick." You had Barton there on the board. I would have gone Barton personally. I don't get paid to make the decisions, obviously. I guess they're thinking is that you can go offensive line in the second round. Nah. Listen, no one's about Aaron Rodgers. So Robert Ashton says drafted a need, but not what we need right now. Agree. JMR says, I'm thinking, smack my head into the wall. Our quarterback has the fastest release in the NFL because he does not get killed. If you gave him time, he would tear you apart. Yeah. Yep. But like I said, it doesn't move me. It doesn't have to move me, I guess. But there was an offensive lineman there. That gap would have been moved back, get an offensive lineman. Listen, they've done what they did. I can't hate it. I'm not going to hate it. Charlie Wilson, make it make sense. Make it make sense. I promise you, The next time the Dolphins are on the board, defensive linemen are going to be gone. Chuck Robinson, that's the pick. Listen, we'll get behind him. We'll support him. We will hope that he, takes the team to the next level. Offensive line. Listen, so many Dolphins Twitter right now is just that sound. Okay, fair enough. See what the Eagles have done. Yeah. So like Dougie Do1 likes it. Had the Greer tweet started just 100% started it. There was the F that pick, all that kind of stuff. JMO says not easy being a fan. It really isn't. Anybody, please make it make sense. Chop Robinson, I don't think he's the one who could play both inside and outside. One of the Robinsons, either Chop or Darius, I can't remember which one it was, could play inside and outside. JMO says it was a great show, Kadeem, and I really enjoyed spending the draft with you, man, and Robert Ashton. A little community is awesome. It really, really is. I'm sorry there's no Macarena. I really do apologize. Let's go offensive line, guys. Like, just go. The one Jason Keck is going to be fuming 100,000,000%. Jason, if you're here, we'd love to hear your reaction. Yeah, it's just deflating. It really just is. It's deflating. But listen, like we said, we'll get behind him. We will. And yeah, what's interesting is Peter Schrager's final mock had the Dolphins picking Chop Robinson at 29. So he had the Dolphins taking Robinson, just not where the Dolphins picked him. But the flip, he also had like Troy Fatanu going at 22, Joe Alt going at 11, like Brock Bowers going at 10, Brian Thomas off the board at pick 20. Listen, again, we saw Jackson Power Johnson start to fall a bit, I guess, in terms of like maybe a second round pick. So that's still an option. Listen, there's clips doing the rounds on social media. You put them opposite Jalen Phillips, they're going to get to the quarterback. It's interesting because like Nick Hicks, who is the trainer of Tua Tagovailoa, says stick to my stomach. I don't care about his contract. It's just so. I just. Someone someone posted on day 2, Chop Robinson's potential excites me. Talk about a juiced up freak. He's raw and it's obvious on his tape. A true boom or bust prospect. He wins almost exclusively right now with his speed rush. In 3 years' time, he could be the best edge rusher from his class of a total bust. Got to love the draft. But again, uh, JMR Finn said, I don't love it. I don't hate it. Here's a high ceiling and coming into Anthony Weaver's new look defense. And Coach Mike is on record saying how much he loves edge rushers and how he drafts one every year. Not what I wanted, but intrigued to see how it plays out. And that's the thing, like, guys, we have to let it play out. We have to let it play out. Yeah. Nick Hicks is explaining. So Ari Merov said the Dolphins have Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips recovering from significant season-ending injuries. Robinson should have a chance to get on the field early. And then Nick Hicks replied saying, first round draft pick should have a chance to get on the field early. They need to get on the field early. Yeah. Let's see what the Dolphins do. Robert Ashton says, get to the opposing quarterback as much as you want is no good unless your own quarterback has enough protection to put points on the board. Agreed. JML says, I think sometimes I'm a fan because how much I love my brothers in arms more than I love the team because the team keeps pissing me off. Robert Ashton says, do they really think O-line is that good? I think they do. I really think they do. I think their belief is that if this O-line stays healthy, it's really, really good. The issue is Teron Armstead alone can't stay healthy. He just can't. So you're going to need to play at least one other guy at left tackle. Who's going to play inside? Aaron Brewer, Isaiah Wynn, and Lee Meichenberg. That doesn't really. And yeah, Jason Keck is going to go ape mental. And again, like we had a back and forth. I'm not going to sit here and defend what the Dolphins did because again, I would have gone offensive line. I really would have. But again, the one thing I'm seeing a lot about Chop Robinson, boom or bust potential, which again isn't good. Jacksonville are on the board. Jacksonville have taken, yeah, fair play, like that pick. Robert Ashton said, I didn't know it, but I've been preparing for the disappointment for weeks by watching the Marlins lose. Agreed. JML says, it fell our way and we went somewhere I don't understand, but hey man, we're going to be real good this year. It's always, again, we were sitting here going, you've got three, when the Steelers were on the board, you had three offensive linemen there. Fatanu, Barton, and Jackson Power Johnson. Fatanu goes and you're screaming, take Graham Barton. Robert Ashton said you have such a great record of picking boom or bust players. You know what? Let me see what Robert. Obviously, I'm not paying attention to the chat. We took Chop Robinson at 21. Penix went 8 to the Falcons, and then And apparently the Dolphins are making the throwbacks permanent, but that's not confirmed yet. So messaging Charlie Wilson. My days. Going to be interesting chatting to a Paper Planes fan. JMO says self-destructive and antisocial behavior is good for a laugh. Charlie Touche replies with 3 letters. What WTF? And JMO says on the positive side, at least we didn't trade up for him. It's true. You know what? Let's have a look at Charlie Wilson's big board. Let's see where he had Chop Robinson. But I do know. I'm laughing because I've just seen it. And I think it's very true what Charlie Wilson said. He's a good player, just not where the Dolphins picked. He has Chop Robinson as his third edge rusher. So pick 21, your third edge rusher, given that the top two, no, given that everyone else had gone. But Jackson Power Johnson and Graham Barton were right there. Listen, there's still every chance the Dolphins come out with a Jackson Power Johnson, a Graham Barton, a Zach Frazier, Cooper Beebe. They pick 55. There's essentially 20 picks before that. Let's be honest, there's going to be a run on wide receivers. We've just seen Brian Thomas Jr. go to the Jaguars. You're going to see the receivers go. You might see a tight end go, and there's still some offensive linemen. So, can we find 20 players who could realistically go before the Dolphins pick? Let's have a look. I doubt a quarterback, so no, definitely no running backs. Lad McConkey 1, Xavier Leggett 2, Xavier Worthy 3, Adonai Mitchell 4. Oh, it's just a pointless exercise. It's a pointless exercise. Again, I'm not angry with Chop Robinson. I'm just disappointed. And I feel that's normally worse. So I'm messaging Charlie Wilson right now. Charlie, if you're listening on Twitter, what's up? I honestly thought they were going to go O-line. And it's interesting as well because we brought in Jackson Power Johnson for a visit. This doesn't mean anything. But they brought him in for a visit. And he was there. Listen, if the Cowboys go Jackson Power Johnson, I'm going to punch him. Oh, fuck. I nearly swore there. Crushers. I could start spelling crushers. And yeah, Charlie Wilson says, perfect opportunity to trade up for Troy Fatanu or trade back and get Boston or Jackson Power Johnson. Don't like the process. Yeah. Don't think any of us are unhappy with the player, just not happy with the position. And then JMR says, true, he's a great linebacker. And yeah, it's just seen Charlie Wilson say he could be very special, but it might take time. And I think that is that last bit is that it might take time. So you've now got Michael Parsons and CJ Stroud arguing. JMO says on an unrelated note, Robert Hunt catching that touchdown landing on his head was freaking awesome. Shout out to Chris Barella says sounds like an insurance policy for Chubb. And again, it probably is. Like I can see the thinking in terms of you need to have a cheap edge rusher on your roster because you paid Bradley Chubb and you're probably gonna pay you paid friends of the podcast Bradley Chubb, and you're also you got Jalen Phillips. There's a trade. Cowboys are trading down from number 24 overall. But to who? To where? Can it be the Dolphins for an offensive lineman? Anyway, and yeah, JMO says Chubb's money or guaranteed money runs out after next year. And that's cool. By then, maybe you have a situation where he's ready to show that special potential. But you needed to protect Tua now. You're about to pay Tua $50 million a year. Protect him. And again, I said to Jason Keck, you can still do it. You can get someone in the second round. You might bring in Dalton Risner after the fact. So the Lions have traded up. Cowboys are traded back to 29. And yeah, interesting to see what the Cowboys got. So going from 29 to so they moved back 5 spots. And see what you get back. I just didn't see who's messaging. My phone is going off now. Yeah, great pick for the Steelers. I can send some now. So just doing some podcast stuff with Charlie. Inbox. They moved back 5 spots and got a 3rd round pick. JMO says it's not the go time draft, it's the go time Dolphins. You can go to bed, Cads. I can, but I'm just making sure the Dolphins don't move up and grab someone. There's still got about another hour. Is what it is. I can deal with that. And the Lions have and the Dolphins are insisting that Trot Robinson is a linebacker and not an edge rusher. Something to note. So the Lions have made their pick. Oh, it's so. Excuse the yawns. I don't know why. Like the more I think about it, the Dolphins weren't going to go wide receiver, so offensive lineman. The Dolphins weren't going to go. Like the Dolphins never do what we want them to do. They just don't, and that's fine. They could do what they want. But yeah, let's see what. Uh, I need alcohol. Let's see what else Twitter is saying. Oh, don't mean to pause that. Because again, yeah, Twitter was not happy with that pick at all. So Chop Robinson has said that the defense Weaver plans to use is the same that they use at Penn State. Put me at nose and on the edge. And Chris, that is so true. Listen, we could have taken the best offensive lineman. There would have been people angry that the Dolphins didn't take a wide receiver or something like that. There's no plea in social media. It's just the way it is. My only thing is that I think for the most part there was an acceptance that the Dolphins needed offensive line help and an edge rusher. Listen, the Dolphins, if yeah, Chop Robinson was the one who can play both inside and out, so I can understand it. You get that versatility. It's just not giving. Yeah, it's not giving Macarena vibes, but it doesn't have to give me Macarena vibes. If he's sacking Josh Allen 10 times a game, then it doesn't actually matter. Uh, so let's see how it goes. It sounds like yeah, the Dolphins went someone with the raw trait which they can mold, which is fine. Um, yeah, shout out to Dolphins talk, Josh Casca amplified to rock. The Dolphins drafted their highest rated player at 21, even if it wasn't yours, and that's what I was saying to Jason Keck the other day. If the Dolphins, if the Dolphins board has a defender at the top, they're taking that guy. They're not taking. They're not going to take someone 3 spots down just because he's offensive lineman. They drafted their best player available, not a position of need. Now, granted, defensive line slash linebacker is a position of need, but it's not what the Dolphins like. The Dolphins did what they did. We have to kind of accept that. Um, JML says maybe things we don't know about, like character or work ethic or medical. So maybe one of those guys will slide to us in a second. Agreed. And then Chris Barella says, I understand. I guess I just have to view that there are more ways to get to a destination and no pick is a guarantee. Again, true. The Green the Packers have taken an offensive lineman. I won't say who it is. But yeah, it's there's definitely a reaction videos being made on this. When Charlie is around. But yeah, people are just Chris Kaufman says Chop Robinson is Cameron Wake. Yeah. And again, someone just said the Dolphins obviously had Jalen Phillips and Bradley Chubb, missed the rest of the season, missed the season due to season-ending injuries. They also lost Andrew Van Ginkel. They needed to get someone at edge. I don't think anyone's angry at that. They just think, or on their board, they had offensive lineman higher. But again, The Dolphins aren't picking off our personal boards; they're picking off their boards, and that's really important. To like, you don't have to like the pick. A lot of people don't. You just have to kind of go, okay, cool, we move. Um, yeah. So let's just. I'm still here. We will leave when the Dolphins or when the first round. When the Dolphins are picking. Second, I will leave when the first round is finished. So it can be interesting to see. Oh, it is what it is. Yeah. Listen, the Dolphins have to play Josh Allen twice a year. If they find someone, again, as I was saying, as RG3 just said, the Dolphins go against Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, and now Drake May every year. You can't have enough pass rushers when facing these level athletes and playmakers. Chop Robinson gets developed under Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips, and Shaquille Barrett. So perfect. And again, I think for a lot of people, it's the fact that he's going to get playing time. It's a fact that he don't be playing straight away. The Dolphins don't usually play their draft picks. They just don't. Um, let's send this to Charlie Touche. Charlie Touche. Locks. Send. Oh, you nearly. I was going to cry if I done that. Yep, people aren't too happy, but it's what it is. Uh we kind of know so the Bucks are on the clock. Then you got the Cardinals and the Bills. I can see this kind of being a one on wide receivers. If imagine the Bills, I really don't want the Bills to take Xavier Worthy and just have Josh Allen bombing deep to Xavier Worthy. Ugh. 3 hours, 10 minutes. For everyone who's still with us, greatly appreciate it. If you haven't already, leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel again if you haven't. Give us a follow on social medias, obviously Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. If you're feeling generous, come jump over to Patreon. And yeah, let's listen. This offensive line. Listen, me and Charlie were always going to double dip on the offensive line, which essentially means he was going to be able to get offensive line in the second round, regardless of what he done in the first round. Doesn't don't I don't think anyone expected Jordan Morgan just go to the Packers. I don't think anyone expected Troy Fatani to fall to 20. Um but as the Bucks take oh, wait to I feel like I'm giving away my picks or giving away the picks by seeing who the Bucks or who people are taking and stuff like that. I can't help it. Um so yeah, I just um uh Let's have a look. See what some of the people in the Dolphins UK chat are saying about the pick. Yeah, I'm I can't wait for the Jason Keck reaction. That could be in the video in itself. I like the pick from the Bucks. I like JMR says, to be fair, there were a couple of games our offense got shut down, but our defense lost us at least 3 games. And again, I understand it. That Titans game, you can look at either side of the ball. You can look at the offense for not getting a first down. Look at the defense for giving up, was it 15 points in like 3 minutes? The Chiefs game in Germany, giving up 14 points in the first half. Yes, the offense gave up 7 with the drop, Tyreek Hill, fumble, recovery, all that kind of stuff. I think, when we had the Brian Flores defense and we were saying we're going to hold team to like 17 points, that's all you got to do is score 3 touchdowns. This Dolphins team is capable of scoring 3 touchdowns minimum per game. I could just imagine it's a case of while both of the trenches were decimated by injuries, the defensive line by the end of the season, it was just like Van Ginkel out, Sam Good out, Phillips out, Chubb out. Like, you're just looking at it going, what are we doing here? And you can have a situation where the season starts and 8 offensive linemen have gone in the first round. Joe Alt, JT Latham, Fashanu, Fuaga, Mims, Fatanu, Morgan, and I kind of gave away what the position's going to be. And again, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, no, wait, let's have a look at the Dolphins. Let's have a look at the big board. As an NFL record in terms of offensive linemen going in the first round, which kind of shows you where the strength in this class is. And there's what, 2, 4, yeah. So, yeah, 6 picks left in the first round, and there's every chance this could be offensive line as well. Listen, I thought the Dolphins were going to move back at 55 to get another pick. It might be a case that with 8 offensive linemen gone, you move up. Fair play. Yeah. So I'm currently 2 picks ahead of the network. I'm on pick. I've just seen who the Cardinals have picked. Chris Beretta says they're going to try to give Weaver what he needs to succeed, it seems. Offense can improve in some aspect by simply having McDaniel fix his shortcomings. Again, totally true. And I also think a lot of those shortcomings came from just the injuries by the end of the season, because again, you were down your starting left guard, your starting center, your starting right guard missed a few weeks due to injury, your left tackle. I think the Denver game is the only game in which the offensive line plays the entire game or something along those lines. It's either played the entire game or started the game. Outside of that, every other game, you were down at least one offensive lineman, which is why you spent 16 of 17 games down at least one offensive lineman. You then lost 2 to free agency, or 2 to free agency, but one's still injured. Listen, if the draft finishes and the Dolphins pick up Dalton Risner and then bring back Connor Williams, no one's going to cry about this. You've seen also that defensive linemen get paid a lot more than offensive linemen, especially if you go interior. We should, from time everyone wanted Dolphins to go offensive line. It wasn't going to happen. You could have all the mocks in the world going offensive line. It didn't matter. And like I said, Peter Schrager's last mock had the Dolphins trading back to 29 and taking Chop Robinson. He obviously heard something about the Dolphins liking Chop Robinson. I think I even asked, it might have been, I asked someone about Chop Robinson. It probably was Charlie, could play inside and outside. As I chat to no one at the moment. Apparently, Sean Payton feels as strongly as Bo Nix as he did Mahomes. Cool. And then also, Robert Ashton, if you're still here, the Falcons called Kirk Cousins when they were on the clock to let him know. From what I learned, Cousins understood a QB would be considered, but he did not believe his successor would be taken the first round. I'm told he's a bit stunned, and I can imagine it. But again, he's been paid, so you've got your money. You do what you got to do, and if at the end of the season you're moved on, then you're moved on. Buffalo Bills are on the clock. They traded. The Bills have traded with, not sure yet. As you know, the Bucks have taken Graham Barton. Uh, uh, let's have a look. To Armstead. Motivation for a player with a big payday, is that, who's that about? Let me know who you're talking about there. Could be offensive lineman, could be anyone, to be fair. Let me know what you're talking there. They're about to pick for the Cardinals, but the Bills have traded back. My watch got caught on my strap there. So let's see who the Bills have traded back with. Unsure yet. And apparently, according to Brandon Ligori on social media, on Twitter, I'm told the Miami Dolphins never had any intention of drafting an offensive lineman at number 21. Their full process was always on the defensive side of the football. We'll see. Oh, yeah, Kirk Cousins. Listen, Kirk Cousins can go one of two ways, and PPF is the only ways he can go. You either go, okay, cool, it is what it is. I've been paid. No matter what I do, I've got my money, it is what it is. Or he goes, I've been paid. I'm gonna make sure that I'm here for the next 2 or 3 years. But again, it's not his issue. JML says it's your best single host show that I've seen so far, and I've been here from near the beginning on Spotify only. Congrats, Kadeem. You just get better and better, bro. I greatly appreciate that, JML. You truly are one of the day ones. When we was just a podcast on Spotify, we're now on video 3 times a week, on Patreon, shorts, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think, something like this where something's happened, I'm reacting to stuff is a lot easier than me just sitting there talking about something. To go 3 hours, 20 minutes by myself, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think I'd be able to go that long. I just feel deflated. I feel deflated simply because I thought the Dolphins would go offensive line. But again, seriously, Jamar, I really do look at my fingers, it's a mess. But I really do appreciate the positive feedback. I love that so much. It's probably gonna be me tomorrow again by myself. So if we want 6 hours of Kadeem back to back, then amazing, brilliant. I probably should check my work laptop because I can't imagine the Dolphins are moving up. Yeah, the Cardinals has selected Davius Robinson. So we still don't know who the Bills have traded back with. The Bills traded with the Chiefs. Are the Chiefs about to replace? Yes, yeah, I just see that, Chris. Thank you, the Chiefs. Are the Chiefs? Can you imagine the Chiefs get Xavier Worthy and just go, "This is Tyreek Hill 2.0." Um, 6 hours of Kadeem. Welcome to Hannah's life. Hannah would kill me after 2 hours. How the Banner? The Banner's actually pretty well. I feel like last year with myself and Charlie done this live stream, I don't think I went toilet once. But again, if I did, Charlie was there. It wasn't really an issue. Worthy. We have forget everything else. It could be Worthy. We have our first super chat. JMO, thank you so much. $5. Greatly appreciate it again. Thank you. If you saw me do my vows, I was at a loss for word at my vows. I'm at a loss for words now. Greatly appreciate the $5. Greatly appreciate you for spending 6 hours with me. Chris, Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah. Spoiler alert, apologies for that. But no, thank you so much for the $5, JML. You are officially our first super chat over here on YouTube. 6 hours. We are moving, or 3.5 hours now at the moment. Then another 3.5 hours tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you so much, JML, for the super chat. I'm never gonna stop thanking you for that, for being the first. You're over on Patreon as well. I hope this $5 came from the last minute locks pick bet, I should say. Sorry, I hope that is the case. But yeah, I was just about to say who the Chiefs picked. I've kind of given it away already. Yeah, the Bills traded back with the Chiefs, really just allowing the yeah. If you play Madden, the Chiefs next year are going to be disgustingly dirty. They really are. Yeah, fair play. Fair play to the Chiefs. Fair play again. So the Chiefs to move. So picks 28, 133, and 248 to the Chiefs. Buffalo get picks 32, 95, and 221. He was asking in general. Not that spoiled the pick. Cool, great, brilliant. Ignore what I said then. I see him. Shut up, stop talking. We'll see where the pick is in over on the network. So the Bills traded back and got a third and gave up a fifth. Listen, it is what it is. Robert Ashton said, "I don't think I've ever played Madden. We'll have to give it a go." You know what? If you haven't played Madden before, it's probably good for you because you haven't had to deal with what it's been like for the past few years. I got into I got into the Dolphins and the NFL because of Madden. I played it for years, and if you played FIFA, like I think both games progressively got worse or are getting worse. But if you haven't played Madden before, then you should be good. And I think it's free on EA Play, so you might even get it for free, if not be dirt cheap somewhere. Um, Fresno State. But yeah, let's see what happens with Fair. Vaguely remember playing something on the original PlayStation a long time ago. Yeah. I can't even say that the game is comparable to what it was on the original PlayStation. But again, it's 29, 30, 31, 32. I could legitimately be here for another half an hour. Can this be a 4 hour stream? I could double check how long it was last year. But it sounds like the Chiefs is giving Mahomes what he wants. So, hey Miami, why don't you give Tua what he wants? And maybe Tua doesn't want an edge rusher for a defensive lineman. Apparently, Nick Hicks is not happy. Uh, so I want to see what Nick Hicks is going. Uh, that's not important. I'll do it later. Yeah, Chris, I've got NCAA 14 on the PS3. Still works to this day. NCAA 14 probably the best football game outside of 2K NFL 2K 5. What is it? Is it 2005? Yeah. So the Bills traded back with the Chiefs and let the Chiefs get Xavier Worthy. We need to win the division because the Bills are idiots. Robert Ashton says it was around 4 hours last year. I think that's when I first started watching you guys. Um, was that day one or day two? So the Cowboys are picking. I don't hate that. I don't hate that pick from the Cowboys because I didn't want the Dolphins to draft him. Micah Parsons is Micah Parsons is not happy with who the Cowboys just drafted. Um, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that works out. If I could show you what Micah Parsons is angry, not angry, but like he's not impressed. Micah Parsons is in no way impressed right now with this pick, and CJ Stroud can't stop laughing. So I legit want to know what Micah Parsons is thinking right now because I don't think he's too happy. But yeah, Oh, Clement left. That's not Tua. Micah Parsons is not happy right now. Wow. Micah Parsons isn't mad at this pick. Yep. Chris says Parsons is going to end up asking for a trade out of Dallas tonight. I can see it. He ain't happy. Yeah, it's not a good pick. Parsons has to do 10. So yeah, Tyler Guyton is a Dallas Cowboy, and yeah, he's a developmental project. So yeah. So CJ Stroud and Micah Parsons arguing right now. Don't care about it no more. But yeah. But no. Yeah, Cowboys fans have been livid this offseason. They were supposed to be going all in. Yeah, this isn't an all in pick. Tyler Guides, but do you know what? They're probably going to move on from Dak. And I don't think Dak's going to win your Super Bowl this year. So if anything, this pick is we're rebuilding. We're going to make sure that the next guy we bring in has an offensive line that knows what it's doing. Yeah. So, and the thing is, once you get this pick as well, you're probably picking guys you got a second round grade on. So you're picking your best second round graded guy, which I think is where I would have taken Tyler Guyton. Listen, if the Dolphins had gone like a Graham Barton, a Jackson Powers Johnson in the first round, and then you get Tyler Guyton second round, I wouldn't have hated it. Because you're kind of listen, Tyler Guyton probably doesn't start straight away, but he can officially learn under Teron Armstead. If the Ravens go Jackson Powers Johnson, do not be surprised if I just turn off this stream and just go, "No, I'm going to bed." Like I'm not doing it. Yeah, it could go wide receiver, I guess. I don't think the Ravens are going to go linebacker right now. That doesn't seem to make much sense. Yeah, Ravens could go defensive line. But again, we'll see. We'll see what they do. 3 hours. Does the Ravens are going? Huh. Don't like that pick, but it's not Jackson Powers Johnson, so I care about. Yeah, fair play. Fair play. Okay, interesting. But yes, this is what I like about the Ravens. There's like they're not taking 10 minutes to make a pick. Yeah, people need to go to sleep if you're in the UK. Like honestly, I understand the timing. What started at 6 o'clock for the if you're in the US. JML says the Cowboys may be going all in on Trey Lance. Maybe. Listen, they're one of the best franchises at drafting offensive lines. I can't hate on them too much. I just wouldn't have done it. But yeah, if you're really gonna go international, like NFL, can we start like an hour earlier? Maybe two. That starts at 11. And I get it, it's 4 o'clock on a Thursday. Like I 100% understand that. But it just means it starts at 11, finishes at 3. Instead of starting at 1 and finishing at 5. Like Hannah Montana's got work tomorrow morning. She's up in like 5 hours. What is this? But not fair play to this. Let the Ravens go and make their pick. Again, Chop Robinson, pick 21 for the Miami Dolphins. He was someone I could see them taking, but I saw them taking him with all the offensive linemen off the board. But again, it's my board, it's my opinion. I'm sitting here talking to you guys for 3.5 hours. I'm not making a pick. Robert Ashton says draft moves around what not having the UK. Draft moves around what not have it in the UK. Yeah, no, yeah. Listen, you give us a UK draft, I will 100% be there. I'll be making a pick. I'm tell that for now. JMR says, as a side note, as soon as the referees fall out of love with Sauce Gardner, he's going to get a lot of penalty for holding. It needs to happen. Like the guy is Grabby McGrabson. So yeah, Tyreek Hill, burn him. We're all good. Oh, so they made the pick. The Ravens selected Nate Wiggins, corner. I don't know why I'm still in love with Jackson Power Johnson for. When right now we should be praying that Zach Frazier is available. If the Dolphins go wide receiver in the second round, I am telling you, it's going to be brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But again, it's like I said to Jason Keck before, and again, I'm not defending that Chop Robinson pick. The Dolphins don't build an offensive line in the draft since I've been a fan, which is weird because they've obviously taken Austin Jackson and friends of the podcast, Austin Jackson and Robert Hunt. But for the most part, it's yeah. Anyway, the earlier the better for me, bro. I love it when you guys come on at like 1 p.m. Eastern time, which is like what 6? Yeah, 6 p.m. Yeah, that's like the ideal time for me. It means I can record, have my evening, play video games, go football, do what I got to do. But I also find in terms of viewership, especially on YouTube, we get more viewers the later we go. So yeah, we'll see. We shall see. My friend who's a New York Giants fan already texted me to bust my balls. Listen, if you're a Giants fan, I don't want to hear it. Like, just say to him, you picked in the top 10. Like, just give him a little. You picked in the top 10. Don't talk to us. We're not a top 10 pick. Move. Choppy says, I don't know. I don't think we're playing the Giants this year because we played them last year and beat them. Again, Chop Robinson, as people are saying, he's either going to be an absolute bust or an absolute stud. You hope it's an absolute stud. You don't really want to be doing that. Pick 21 in the first round. And yeah, it's mad. Now we'll see. Two more picks. Pick 31, pick 32, 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. I can see both being wide receiver. I really can. Chris Barella says, I'm usually driving at that time, so I've got to listen to the podcast rather than watch live. All good, though. Keep up the show either way. Greatly appreciate that, Chris. Again, be it on YouTube, Spotify, Twitter, wherever you get it. If you're listening, that's what I can't thank you guys enough. Myself and Charlie started this. We're in season 5 now. Yeah, we're in season 5 now. We started it after sending 10-minute voice notes to each other. Did not think we get to YouTube. Did not think we get monetized. Over 2,000 subs. Like, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Like, but we're also we're always growing, always trying to do what we can for our fans. Not just trying to get new fans, but trying to do what's best for our existing fans. If you've been here from day one, or from whatever day we're on right now, so yeah, it's all good. It's all good. 4:44. Recording for 3 hours and 44 minutes. So there's 2 picks left. The pick is in for the 49ers. I can see it being wide receiver. There's talks of both Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk being traded. I can see this being, if one of you guys are going to go, you got your replacement in the building, we can start talking. I can also see it being, so my boss is the pick is in. It is, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, my boss. Funny enough, my boss actually played against Tom Brady in college. Ooh, what a catch! Which tells you where the 49ers just went. JMO said, I think will be really, really good. I just really want defensive line. And that's the thing. I think so many fans were desperate for it. Again, I said it before. Fans keep on saying that Chris Greer can't draft offensive linemen, but then wanted him to draft offensive linemen. It makes no sense. So he's gone defensive line, aka linebacker. I have a feeling Jason is gonna compare him to Jalen Phillips and say that Phillips started slow and all that kind of stuff. But we shall see. And then Chris says almost there. Final pick. So yeah, the 49ers picked up Ricky Pearsall. Could we see the Dolphins trade for Deebo Samuel? Interesting. Yeah, one more pick. And it's always funny as well because it's like tomorrow morning, the chances are someone's going to trade up to pick 33. The Dolphins are at pick 35. I can't see them trading up unless they trade a third. You can see the Dolphins trade like a third next year and one of the 2 5th-round picks. But yeah, we'll see. The Buffalo Bills. I don't even want to jinx it in terms of what they could do. Everyone assumes it's going to be wide receiver. They could go defense. I don't think they lost. I'm pretty sure Von Miller's still there, but they could go defense. Bring in a long-term replacement for Von Miller. As my sorry, itchy nose. Long-term replacement for Von Miller. I just noticed that. So Buffalo second and a fifth for 32nd and a sixth round pick. That's what I mean. So essentially, Buffalo have gone from pick 32 to 33 and gained a fifth round pick. JMO says, I drive all day long, so I love the live shows while I'm working and driving between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. is family time, so I have to miss it. And again, it's understandable. I actually be doing family time with my wife, but I chose the life of podcasting. So coming in, Panthers traded back up. You have to assume it's going to be a wide receiver. I think it's going to be a receiver. I think they moved back up ahead of the Bills to get the receiver they want. They could have stayed at foot. They could have stayed where they were and got a receiver, but I think they've moved up for a wide receiver. To give CJ Stroud more weapons. Can't imagine it's going to be offensive lineman. I hope it's not offensive lineman. Not gonna lie. And yeah, it's not the Dolphins. I should go to bed, but I'm going to finish what I started. Every pick in the first round, 3 hours, 49 minutes. Let's see what the Dolphins. Yeah, is that fifth year option? Do you need a fifth year option for a wide receiver? Probably. And see what Buffalo did is what I didn't want the Dolphins to do. Trade out of the first round entirely. But that's true. The Panthers didn't have a first round pick in the draft. So you essentially gave up your second round pick for a first round pick. It's not the end of the world, is it? So it's just yeah, I think it'll be wide receiver. JMO says the draft next year is so deep and talent like all the way into round 7. I don't want to give up any of our next year's picks. I want to get more next year specs. So yeah, I think it was Owain Jones. Shout out to Owain Jones was saying you basically got a bunch of kids who used the option from the COVID year. So they're picking the first round. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so the thing with the third round picks, I should say, the Dolphins are going to have 3 third round picks. They've got their own and then 2 comp picks. I understand staying where you are and getting and having 3 third round picks next year, but realistically, I say in my opinion, Jackson Powell Johnson's on the board, Zach Fraser's on the board. I'm going to have to get one of those. I'm improving my interior offensive line. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't think it's the end of the world. The Panthers are picking right now. I'll wait till the pick is official. I will sign off. I will say goodbye. And for everyone who was with me from the beginning, Robert Ashton, JMO, greatly appreciate it. Chris for joining us. Thank you. Yeah, Xavier Leggett, wide receiver. Chris, thank you for joining us as we went along. Jason Keck, thank you for being here at the start. And to everyone on Twitter, again, thank you for joining me. Didn't get to the 4-hour mark. It is what it is, but 3 hours and essentially 3 hours and 50. Yeah, wide receiver is always going to be the thing. But yeah. Chris, have a good night. JMO, Robert, go to sleep. It is nearly 5 a.m. Guys, greatly appreciate you spending time with me this evening. Look forward to doing it again tomorrow. Same time, same place. Go Time Dolphins, YouTube, Twitter, all the good stuff. We shall see you on the next one. Peace.